Kanaya returns to the core. Examine host plush. You really hope he stops playing games for girls soon, for good, one way or another. Gamzee left perfectly good lukewarm bottles of wicked elixir laying around. There's something so wrong about this. You think about taking a robust swig, but then you come to your senses and don't. It's sad seeing Unoreal Air lying here without Gamzee around to neglect it while people trip over it. It's almost a little poignant, like seeing a toppled tricycle in the yard of a missing child. Oops, you mean a toppled three-wheel device in the lawn ring of a cold wiggler. Doesn't get more tragic than that. Why, Duke Pine Snort, it seems your lovely green complexion has turned to blue, as each past treachery has tightened your noose a little more. Worry not, it will all be over soon as you are stuffed in your sarcophagus and given a funeral fit not for a nobleman, but a lowly beggar. Let that be the lesson to your family, who was also executed in the name of justice. This one has been decapitated for some reason. Weird and gross. Dear Tinkerbell, sweet, precious Tinkerbell, Tavros left this memorial plush sewn for him so much. Seeing it here on the floor would be especially poignant if he were dead, but you know for a fact that he's alive and well, so it's all good. Bad break. Just another member of your team unaccounted for. Where the hell is she? Oh well, at least she's out of everyone's hair for a while. She's probably off swooning over that shitty, greasy human movie star and being generally harmless. Take. You got the matriorb. Looks like some douchebag's computer blew up. Whatever happened, it probably served him right. You've seen many sad things on your adventure, but watching Equius practice archery may be the saddest thing of all. Nebita has left her steeping pot of flavorful Kemiao Mill untouched. She's gone too, another perplexing mystery. Terezi's ridiculous cosplay getup. You feel kind of bad for mocking her for it. Just one of many exhibits of boorish behavior you should probably apologize for. That is, if you're presently Carcat while examining this item. If you aren't, those thoughts are not relevant to you. You decided not to program contingencies for examining this item with different characters, because that would have been a waste of time. The final Irradiate bot exploded about an hour ago. She's dead for good now, you guess. Or is she? Yes, she is. You're completely certain of it. Relaxing in the horn pile, I see. Yes, why don't you hop in too, Kanaya? There's plenty of space. Solix and I are gloving about things. That sounds nice. But it really doesn't look like there's much room in that pile of horns at all, and I should get going anyway. Yeah, of course there's no room. It was kind of a moronic invitation, to be honest. Hey, shut your mopey blowhole. I was just showing a little basic courtesy. Really, you're just the grouchiest dude sometimes. And it's really cute. Also, let's get real. This horn pile isn't comfortable at all. I've got hard metal edges jabbing me everywhere. And it's lumpy as hell, and you can't move a fucking inch without honking the shit out of it and making everyone in the room look at you. What idiot thought this was the ideal thing to chill out on? Oh, that's right, a brain-dead clown who eats toxic slime. You probably like it because it's like a coral reef or some horrible jagged underwater pile of shit like that. Grouchy Mother Glover. Okay, I'll leave you be. Can I see that look on your face? You're curious, but are you... but are nervous about meddling. Am I right? Come on, we're having a private conversation here. It's okay, really. We were sharing some feelings about stuff. Solix was feeling bummed out because a radio blew up, and he was his very close friend. Holy shit, yes, let's talk about all my problems openly. I love that. Hey, Carcat, check this out. My emotions are serving as entertainment again. Yeah, hey, Carcrab, get your nubs over here. Plenty of room in the pile. Oh my god, that was such an obscene gesture he just made. Anyway, yeah. Now that Aradia is gone forever, I feel more depressed and useless than usual. And I was already pretty goddamn... Whoops. But I have it on good authority that she's fine. Everything is going to go swimmingly. You'll see. You're so ridiculously optimistic, it's kind of sickening. Why do you even put up with me? If you weren't so great, I would think you were a fucking idiot for liking me. So I guess thanks for liking me? Wait, that sounded so pathetic. Oh god, I should probably take it back. What the fuck are you still doing here? God damn it, can't a guy get a little gloving privacy with a fish girl and a pile of horns? What's this? Oh yeah. Talk about Terezi. What was that about? I don't know, I guess I fucked up again. I can't seem to do anything right in her eyes anymore. I mean, nose. Maybe you should go say something to her. Well, I would, but she's probably burrowed fuck deep in this lab by now. I'm sure she's busy scooting up and down stairs and shushing through pointless corridors and opening chests containing like $3 billion and hideous paintings of enormous naked barnyard monsters. What is with all the chests anyways, and why do we keep squirreling our useless shit away in them? I really should have written a memo about this. Like, the rules of chesticate. Squirreling? Squirrel is the human word for nut creature. Oh. Well, I think chests are fun. They make for nice surprises. Whatever. Anyway, I can't leave. If you haven't noticed, the team has been falling apart here ever since a radio exploded for no reason and therefore presumably died forever. Seriously, where the hell is everybody? Where's Gamzee? Shit isn't right. I've got to stay put here and keep it together. Okay then. If I see her along my way, I'll let her know you want to talk. If you don't think that's too meddlesome of me. No, that's fine, thanks. Wait. You're going somewhere? Tell Carcat where you're going. I'm returning to the core to deposit the matriorb. Wish me luck. Whoa, what the fuck? I mean, that's great if that's what you want to do with it. But you can't go, I need you here. Look around, shit is mayhem. I'll only be gone for a few minutes. Anyway, you're doing a good job and I think you can manage to cope with my momentary absence. Okay, fine. In that case, good luck, hope it works. Thanks. Transportalize. Oh. Examine matriorb. Gotta help Kanai out with this thing after your business is done here. Hope is your jurisdiction on this meteor. Can, I've been meaning to thank you. For what? For all the training you did. I wouldn't be the incredible holy wizard I am now without your help. But I didn't even really train you, I just made you a wand. Yeah, well that's all I needed, I guess. I just needed for someone to show a little faith in me, so I'm saying thanks, I owe ya. Okay, then you're welcome. I hope you use your magnificent powers of light and hope for goodness and purity, and let's not forget science. Don't worry, I'm all over that shit, you don't even know. Uh-oh, I hope that didn't come off as too sarcastic. What? The thing I just said. I didn't even realize how sarcastic I was being. It's starting to become a problem, I think. Please don't take too much offense. Damn, Can, if that's your idea of offense being made, then I honestly gotta fucking worry for you. Tell you what, I'll give you some lessons in dealing out the Dark Bridge to repay you for your tutelage in the white science. Sure. A little later, maybe. Hey, what are you doing anyway? What's that thing there? The matriorb. I was about to go hatch it in the core to restore our race. That sounds hopeful. I hope it's hopeful. You should have told me about this. If there's gonna be any sort of hope for our race as the Prince of Hope, I demand to be involved. So don't go anywhere without me, got it? But, fine. What is he... Why is he here, even? There's no reason to snoop on her computer, you got better things to do? Man, where have you been? You aren't helping, wandering off like... Holy shit, is that your new magic wand? It's not magic, we talked about this car. Right, it's powered by science, I forgot. Or hope, whatever the fuck that means. I don't fucking need this shit from you. I take enough shit as it is from the rest of you dirt scrapers, and I thought you and me had a kind of pact or whatever. Okay, fine, shut up, I apologize. I know it's tough being you. Nobody gets it. I had a harder time than anybody with this game. It was really fucking unfair what challenges I got saddled with. I would've fucking murdered for a land full of a lot of harmless rains and fire. But no, it was so lonely. Hey guys, anybody want to come hang out with me in the land of wrath and angels? Anybody at all? I know it isn't anything like one of your flippin' land picnics. Anybody, please, I'll even settle for the kitty hat ship for Cave Girl. But yeah, I guess being her server player and saving her life wasn't goddamn enough. Had to be my most humiliating rejection yet. Okay, but to be fair, I'm pretty sure she's still obsessed with me. It's a very unfortunate, very red, and very unrequited situation I've been trying to tiptoe around for a long time, okay? Her disinterest in your advance wasn't a reflection on you at all. Come on, we talked about this. Yeah, I guess. Anyway, I don't know how you were expecting to make any sort of traction if you see her as the kitty cat shiver girl. She's a person with feelings, a raving douche. I know, Car, it's not even the point. I'm over that embarrassment. I'm just saying, where the fuck were you guys? I had to deal with those awful angels all by myself. Do you have any idea how hard those assholes are to kill? Like at least a minute of sustained fire from only the most legendary weapon ever, and they were fast and angry as shit. Yeah, we talked about that too. I really don't think you were supposed to be killing them, dude. I kept saying, I think they're like game constructs or something. There to serve some other game purpose, not for you to hunt down. They didn't even give you any grist, you idiot. That was your first clue. Fine, whatever, you're still missing the point. Where was everybody? Why are they avoiding me all the time? They were too scared shitless to set foot on your planet for more than a second. Between a trigger-happy prince with a god weapon blasting anything that twitched and a million crazed angels, he deliberately enraged. It wasn't what I'd call an ideal social hub. If you were lonely, why didn't you venture out more often? Well, I would've, but nobody else was volunteering to pick up the slack on angel killing duties. Oh my fucking god, why don't you listen? And anyways, I did leave, eventually. Leaving your planet to duel with Solix isn't being sociable, you thick fuck. And you know what? You deserved getting your ass handed to you because I warned you and you didn't listen. Yeah, okay, we will see who's becoming the proud new recipient of a whole ass now. Look. Just stay here for a while, okay? No more brooding in the lab and absolutely no fucking dueling. Stay out of trouble. Oh god, it's him. Can you tell him to go away? I don't even have the energy for this. Hey, Finless, this doesn't concern those with mustard sludge slipping through their veins. It's a matter for royalty only, so keep your mouth closed or I'll let you open over my next meal. Whatever, bro, not interested. Aridin, please, I don't want to see any more dueling. Don't try to provoke him, it's not like I don't know what you're doing. Just keep trying to spark a rivalry with him to get me to ostracize between you two and pull us out of our quadrant. It's the oldest and lamest trick in the book. It didn't work then and it won't work now. That's an astonishing accusation. How could you say that? First, as if this scum is even worthy of a rivalry with me, and second, as if I'm not totally done with you, like I've told you repeatedly. All I want is to have a word with you. Okay, Aridin, we can talk, but only if you're planning on being civil. That's what you never got, Fef. You and I are being civil by a very virtue of the fact that we're talking now. We're royalty, you and I, and we belong together, even if not in that way, which I hit that you're not into, and that's fine. But we belong together in the ruling class, if nothing else, so I'm gonna give you this last time and give you this choice. I'm about to go, please come with me. Go with you, Aridin? You weren't really serious about going to find Jack, were you? Of course I was. And we should do it together. You got nothing to fear now. I've reached new heights of power no one else can dream of. Not even mind bang with her garish orange sweats. Hoot and her silly flappy wings and all her poppycock luck about luck, which is everyone with a thick pan knows to be the fakest fiction that ever failed to exist. This is the most hilarious thing I've ever heard. He made one of his shitty fake wands glow a little, and now he thinks he's a fairy god troll or something, LeMayo. Was that slander I just heard? I can't even tell. I tend to block out noise from filth whose blood is practically the complementary fucking color of mine. He has a point, though, in that you may be overestimating your abilities. Jack Nor is insanely powerful, Aridin. I don't want to see you do anything foolish by trying to fight him. Fight him? Are you fucking nuts? I slaughtered enough angels to know my limits and where I stood against the Lord of all angels they prophesized. Of course I'm not gonna fight him. I stand no chance in hell against that guy. I'm gonna join him. You're what? And you're gonna join me in joining him too, Feth. Come on, let's go. Okay, that's it. He's lost it. No, I'm not, and you aren't either. That is clubbing insane. I thought you were supposed to be the Prince of Hope. How is that hopeful to surrender to a murderous demon like a coward? As the Prince of Hope, I'm uniquely qualified to recognize when all hope is lost. And I'm telling you, there is no hope, not even a little bit. Only thing left to do is serve him and hope he spares us. And I've extended the invitation to come with me, because even though you don't think so, I really do care about you. Serving under Jack together will be unstoppable, and our enemies will travel before us. What do you say? No, you have lost all right to use fish puns forever. I'm revoking your fish punning license, as well as your friendship. Don't take that tuna voice with me, princess. What the fuck did I just say? That's it, this makes me so sad. Aridin? But now we have to stop you. We can't let you find Jack and risk you leading him to us. So that's how it is. She's right, man, I can't believe this. I was looking forward to a nap or two. I should have killed you on Lobath when I had the chance. Oh well, I guess it's only fitting I'd take you down in round 2. You ready, Prince? Bring it, mage. What am I supposed to do here? What? Okay, what? What? I don't know, I guess since it's giving me these prompts, maybe I'm supposed to continue? Okay, yeah, that looks right. Hope'splode. Dead. Are you next? Sports. Airden absconds. Carcat examines Kanaya. Kanaya, are you okay? Hey, oh god, what has he done? Kanaya, please tell me this. That's just grub sauce. Please be grub sauce. Please be grub sauce. Please be grub sauce. Please be grub sauce. Okay, make-believe time is over. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Carcat examines Solix. You are relieved to find that Solix is not dead, he's merely KO'd. You don't think you could handle it if this was round 2 of watching your good bro get killed. Carcat examines Pfeffrey. She is dead. He's not going to take it well when he wakes up. You hope he just stays asleep for a while. Carcat examines Kanaya's computer. Someone was contacting her. What the hell? There's no text in the message window. You get it, this Joker types in white. You guess you'll have to highlight it to read. Mr. Vantus, what the fuck? Who are you and why are you messaging me through Kanaya's account? I seriously don't need this shit right now. I'm delivering this message through the console of one of my numerous unwitting proteges to give you a word of advice, and then you will not hear from me again. Don't turn your back on the body. What is that supposed to mean? That is the dumbest advice you've ever heard. You type some more cursed words into the chat window, but there is no response. Body? Which body? What was he talking about? Carcat turns around. You turn around very slowly, pretending not to be nervous. All of the bodies in the room remain as they were. There's clearly nothing to be concerned about whatsoever. Oh look, Gamzee is messaging you back, finally. You wonder what the hell he's been up to all this time. Carcat answers. Honk. Gamzee! Fuck, there you are. You had me worried, dude. Honk. Yeah. Where have you been anyway? I told everyone to let me know if you're gonna wander off. Honk, 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 honk. Yeah, I get it, wise guy. You're a fucking clown. Who cares? Quit the bullshit party clown antics and get your ass back here. The shit has hit the wriggling device and could be in serious danger out there. Shut up. What? I said shut the motherfucker up, motherfucker. Honk, 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 honk. Dude, are you okay? You're really weirding me out. Yeah, I guess I'm all motherfucking weirding out at some extent to my own motherfucking self. But it's all good, I'm chill with it. Oh god. No, please don't tell me you went crazy. I couldn't take that on top of all this. On top of motherfucking what, motherfucker? Airden just flipped his shit and killed Pfeffrey and Kanaya, and I'm freaking the fuck out about it. What the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously, get back here now and have a slime fight or relax or something. Slime? There's no more slime, brother. And anyway, shit was motherfucking poison, didn't you know? No? I mean, I would never eat it, but... And get motherfucking in school fed all about the wicked news. Punch, line-blooded motherfucker. It rots you. Rusts your motherfucking think pan. And the floor all hairs up back at you through the motherfucking hole. But there's no hole now. Only under motherfucking standing of who all I... It was made out to be all along. Only under motherfucking standing of who all I was made out to motherfucking be all motherfucking long. Oh my god, no. I've been kicking the wicked ignorance on this shit. Been motherfucking slaughtering the wicked ignorance, bro. All up in lifelong denial about my calling. As a descendant of the high motherfucking subjugators. Well, we are higher than you, brother. We are higher than motherfucking everybody. Honk. Gamzee, please, no. And now I'm the last one, so I finally motherfucking understand. I finally got my motherfucking understand on to who the merciful messiahs are. They were always me. And also, oh, motherfucking me. And motherfucking now, I'm gonna motherfucking kill all you motherfuckers. Oh god, oh man, oh god. I'm gonna motherfucking kill all you motherfuckers. And paint the wicked pictures with your motherfucking blood. From your veins will drip my miracles. Your crushed bones will make my special stardust. Welcome to the Dark Carnival, brother. Honk, 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 honk! You've never been so scared in your entire life. Carcat opens a memo. This is probably the last memo I'll write, because first of all, there's pretty much nothing left to say, and second of all, I might be dead soon. I'm just hoping some of you idiots read this, and even if you think I'm full of shit now, when it all starts going down and you might just remember what I said and save yourselves, the worst case scenario has happened. The Bard of Rage is now on the loose. Yeah, I know we all thought that title was a joke, but it turned out it wasn't. He's completely snapped, and for those of you further ahead on the timeline, I don't have to tell you how dangerous he is. Remember what he did to the Black King? Nobody could explain it, and then he just went back to spacing out for the rest of the battle. I mean, seriously, what the fuck was that? I don't even think that the king could fucking believe it, frankly. Did anyone's attack do as much damage? I don't think so. I don't even think Friska's did. Although it's hard to say since that was a knockout blow. Spoilers. I guess we thought it was like a secret joke power or something, but the joke's on us. He's out of pie, and now the Fago Genie is out of the shit soda bottle for good. We are so screwed. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Guys, I am terrified. I don't know what to do. I'm in a room full of bodies, and I think I'm not supposed to turn my back on them? Oh my god, I just heard a honk. Oh god, oh man, oh god. No, 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 no. It gave her the horn pile. I don't know if it was just the body settling on an errant horn, or if I have to get the fuck out of here. Past Gamzee from 420 hours ago responded to a memo. Hey, best friend, now what the motherfuck will I be supposed to do? I'm not following. Past Gamzee, goddammit, I am trying to warn people about your murderous future self. This practically doesn't even have anything to do with you. Now go back to groping your horns and being distracted by colors, you useless fuck. Yeah, I can definitely carry out that order, bro. Guess I'll wait until the motherfucking future happens and see what all this murder noise is. Past Gamzee was banned from responding to the memo. Like I was saying, still freaking out. Ah! There was another little honk. It was so faint, and I just imagine it. I think I might be losing it. I really have to get out of here, but I should try to revive them first. I know Durst and Frostfoot are gone, but if there's any chance that all they survived, I gotta try. I'm not looking forward to going near that horn pile, though. What if he's been in there the whole time? I'm shitting myself so hard here, I don't even know what to do. I guess I have to brave it for Pfeffery's sake. Past Pfeffery responded from 380 hours ago responded to the memo. For my sake, what do you mean, Crabcatch? Oh god, Pfeffery. Is any of this serious? It's so hard to tell. All your memos have been so outrageous I can't even decide what to take seriously anymore. This sounds like the biggest offer of all, to be honkest. Yes, I am dead glovin' serious, okay? Still sounds pretty fishy to me. Pfeffery, I'm sorry, it was my fault. I didn't know what to do. Sorry for what? I can't do this. It's too much for me. I'm sorry. Past Pfeffery was banned from responding to the memo. Before I go, everyone should also know Aridin had a complete shit-hype meltdown too. He's going around killing people with his magic wand, so keep an eye out for him. If I run into him again, I don't even know. He better pray to all his murdered angels it doesn't happen. Past Aridin from 311 hours ago responded to the memo. A magic wand? Is that so? Car, come on now. Everyone fucking knows that his memo's rubbish. Hey, asshole, consider our pact over. We've got a pact? Not anymore. You are dead to me. Past you, present you, future you, and all above. And above all, ugly, scarf-necked douchebag hipster you. Wait, I forgot. All of yous are that you. If I wasn't so terrified, I'd be consumed with anger. And as soon as I'm done cowering in a dark corner, hiding from that honking murderous tool, I'm going to hunt you down and flay you with my sickle. Well, Car, this is nothing if not flattering, but don't you think you're coming on a little strong? Oh god, I am not hitting on you, idiot. This is honest to god platonic enmity. Like in the I really do want you to die kind of way. I'm not initiating an elaborate Calignis waltz with you, you desperate shit. I mean, yeah, obviously, I knew you weren't serious. I guess I appreciate the effort you're putting into cheering me up. I can always count on you for some good ironic hey? Car, nobody else really gets our sense of humor. Ah, no! Are you busy? You said you'll try to make it to Loa soon. Well, how about it? Dude, are you an idiot? You can plainly see I am from 300 fucking hours in the future, even if I was remotely interested, which to that... I simply say, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, losing track of the time is easy when we start rifling like this, Car. Like what? What are we even doing here? I'm just lonely here, and I got major ordeals to keep afloat with. I know you're lonely. God damn it, who cares? I'm saying it would be cool to hang out, and you said you would. Can you put in a word with your past self, maybe bugging him to make the trip when he gets the chance? Wait, were you hitting on me back then? Are you hitting on me? Like actual red solicitation? Is that what this was? What? God damn it, I'm chewing you out for wand murder and you are flirting with me. My fucking god, man. Hey, I'm not spying you being anything but cagey with all this whole line of humor and all. How about no, dipshit? Not interested. Even if I wasn't compelled to think you were still being flippant and ironic with me, you can't exactly outright reject me, can you? Why not? Because your future you doesn't count unless it's present you till then, and it's all fair game. Is this real? Are you being ironic or something? I can't even tell anymore. The problem is I still can't put this sort of behavior past you at all, so I don't know. Just send past you over, man. We'll hang out. It's not like I'm doing anything right now. Like, fuck you aren't. What's that mean? You're killing angels now, aren't you? No? You are killing fucking angels right now in the past with your shitty gun. I just know it. Well, there's just so damn many, Karin, that you're not getting any less bloody pissed is the thing. This is why it would never work between us, man, because you're a stone cold fucking idiot. Not to mention cowardly backstabbing murderer. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you forever. Karin, I'm getting some seriously mixed signals here. How could you do that to them? What to who? To... Fuck, I thought you loved her. Who, man? What are you talking about? And also... What? You're not making that sense. I can't even type her name. She was my friend. She was my really good friend, and I don't know what the hell to do now that she's gone. I'm so upset. I'm just completely freaking out in every way possible. Yeah, I know what it's like. You want to talk about it? Fuck, no! I can't stand to look at your dumb purple words anymore. Next time I see that shitty color, you better believe it'll be coming out of your body. And no, for the love of fuck, that was not innuendo. He was banned from responding to the memo. Anyway, that's it, I guess. Future Gamzee from 42 hours from now responded to the memo. Honk. Oh god. Hey, best motherfucking friend. What all seems to be the motherfucking problem? Oh god, oh god. Don't you see, everyone? This crazy fucker is completely cracked, I told you. That's kicking the wicked motherfucking misinspiration, my brother. I'm as chill as all what's can be. No cause for alarm, just motherfucking gonna sit here in the and zone the motherfuck out with a pan rusting pie like as my usual motherfucking self does. Honk, 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 honk. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm in your future, best friend. I know where you motherfucking are, and I know and what you'll motherfucking do. No, 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 no. And also, guess motherfucking what? No, I don't want to. I'm all about meeting up with some friends. Gonna get pretty motherfucking friendly with them real soon. I wonder if you can all be at with me in time and make me get my reconsider on. Maybe split an elixir like a couple of choice bros, just like we are, me and him. Honk. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! I have to go. Terezi examines Tavros. Oh my! What have we here? Upsetting discovery. The head of the upsetting discovery quickly turns to dismay and grief. Adios, sweet Toreador, You succumb to emotion. Tears are in order. Probably. You attempt to sniffle, a wobble of the lip even. Alas, the tears will not come. Stupid, lousy, doomed Dave and your stupid, lousy complicity in his death. Getting you all cried out like that. Oh well, whatever. There are more important things at hand to concern yourself with than the flow of your ocular discharge. A crime has been committed. And where a crime strikes, there's justice to be done. Terezi investigates. The scene is a gruesome spectacle to your nose, otherwise known as a nosticle. Under other circumstances, the aroma could be delightful, a rich chocolatey bouquet sent from the heavens. But at the scene of fresh murder, the smell is highly unpalatable, stomach-churning even. It smells like all the worst things you would expect it to and more. But a true legislator must be stilled to the revolting. Only the truth matters, and if there's one thing that matters even more than the truth, which there is, it's justice. Someone is going to pay. Terezi considers the suspects. Before the full investigation is underway, a legislator will always have a chief suspect in mind, the one she will hold guilty until proven otherwise. a process customarily taking place after the execution. Even so, it is only prudent to stay open to the possibility of other culprits. As they say in your line of work, there's always room on the gallows from more to swing. And though executing the wrong person is only a minor embarrassment to the court blocks, it is an embarrassment nonetheless. His tyranny will surely condemn you for your due diligence by graciously neglecting to eat you after the trial, or commend you for it. Terezi sniffs around for clues. Above, you detect faint traces of what you reckon to be special stardust, such as the kind left behind by flapping wings of a mischievous fairy. Suspicious indeed. And not far from that, you detect bright trails of white light. It smells hopeful, also curious, and that nose behind you. And that noise behind you, gosh. Terezi inspects the noise. Of course, it's Gamzee up to his unmistakable charades. He's wandering around somewhere out in the abyss. He probably has no idea what sort of danger he's in. With one or more murderers on the loose, poor guy. You'll have to seek him out shortly and offer him protection. You'd feel terrible if you were to lose any more friends. Terezi deploys forensics crew. First, you must complete your investigation. Professor Pucefoot, Inspector Berry Breath, and Dr. Honeytongue reporting. Your team of forensic scientists is the best there is. There is no bit of evidence which will escape their eager and busy snouts. Terezi draws an outline. Professor Pucefoot immediately begins drawing a pointless chalk outline around the body, as is standard for protocol. Which is to say, you hold a piece of chalk to his snout and draw it yourself. Yak, the chalk is getting blood on it. You'll have to discard that color. That's this again. Now these are both different numbers. There was a third one I didn't think to open because I assumed it would be the same, but these have different numbers, which means they're probably different shit. Oh well. Terezi dusts for prints. You grind up a piece of chalk and dab Inspector Harry Brett's ample flush rump into the powder. You dust the victim's robotic apparatus, revealing nothing. Quite the slippery one you're dealing with. There are no prints on the victim's face either. This was surely the work of a master criminal. The murder weapon, however, reveals a plethora of prints. Your keen tongue tells you that most of these belong to the victim, but several are unidentified. You're only pretending to think there's any chance they are not Vriska's, because otherwise it would be no fun. The inspector's bottom has become dreadfully bloody, though. You believe you will dismiss the inspector. Terezi gets a medical report. What's that, Dr. Honeytongue? Your analysis is inconclusive. You're recommending a full autopsy of the corpse, you say? No, Honeytongue, are you quite mad? The corpse must not be dismembered just yet. There could still be hope for the victim's resurrection, and according to the Legislator's Handbook, the victim's well-being is among the highest of investigative priorities. The odds that his dream self survived are quite slim, you admit, but you must even at least try for the sake of your friend, even if it means braving the awful stench. Terezi prepares to revive. This is not going to be pretty, but what are friends for if they can't smooch each other's butchered corpses when the need arises? You'll just have to suck it up. You can do it, Terezi. RIP! Carcat and Terezi revive. 2 times corpse smooch combo. Double corpse smooch combo. Alas, they cannot be revived. Their dream selves have been slain. Rufio, make him pay. Oh no, Rufio has just been murdered through his chest by his cruel nemesis, Captain Hook. His newfound father figure, Man Skylark, watches in terror. Damn. No! Speak to me, Rufio. Oh god, what has he done, Rufio? Please tell me that's just Mohawk Die. Please, just be Mohawk Die. Please just be Mohawk Die. Haha, okay, me believe time is over. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I wish you had a dad like me too, Rufio. And how I wish you could have been my son. You were so much better than that traitorous piece of shit Cal who betrayed me to join Hook. You taught me so much, Rufio. You taught me to crow. You taught me to fight. You taught me to fly. Please don't teach me to die now. I know no one thought you were real, but I believed in you. I always believed. I won't let you leave me. Andrew revives him. This is stupid. Why don't we see what John's up to? Wow. John, behold Puffy Oracle. You're transfixed by the haunting mystery and beauty of this cloud's message. How long have you been staring at it? Minutes, hours? You've begun to lose track of time. What could it be? 2 squirming cephalopods locked in a mating ritual? You suppose you'll never know. John snaps out of it. You somehow managed to pry your eyes from exquisite celestial perfection. You've been exploring the battlefield with a new ally. A friendly fellow who strikes you as a sort of wizardly vassal. Your travels have led you here. Huh. Neat. You spy a wallet lying on the ground. John takes the wallet. You pick up the wallet. It's full of many things. But the first thing to catch your eye is a note. John reads the note. Son, if you are reading this, it means you have inherited my wallet. You've truly become an adult man. Wield it with responsibility and integrity. I am so, so proud of you. John becomes overwhelmed with responsibility. He's suddenly extremely overwhelmed. How can one boy handle such awesome power and responsibility? You also wonder why your dad dropped his wallet. It's as if he knew you would find it here. Perhaps he's been cloud gazing too? Anyway, you wonder what else he's got in here. John checks the contents of the wallet. The first card you examine contains 1 ton of shaving cream. Your father is nothing if not prepared. The vagabond inspects the windy voice treasure. Oh goodness, such a lovely cargo the boy has produced from his small brown square. The black and white patterns on these little carapace cylinders are impossibly attractive. You should be careful with that. Do you have any idea how flammable shaving cream is? Imbibe like the wind. You gulp down decadent, foamy dollops of the beard buster, and quickly respond with the blah callback as depicted jostling in the lower right-hand corner of the image, because it is not nearly as tasty as you'd hoped. But then you keep eating it anyway. John empties the wallet. You don't have all day to be pawing through this thing while your silly friend eats shaving cream. You've already wasted hours staring at mysterious things happening in clouds. Time to take a rapid inventory. Eject. Polish. Huh. John examines contents. Look at all this fatherly loot. An inviting pile of pipes, a somewhat less inviting pile of razor blades, a spare car, an assortment of shoes, hats, and ties, several issues of The Serious Jester, ticket stubs to Circuit au Soleil. You'd prefer to forget what happened that day. He was just so embarrassing. A briefcase full of fatherly documents, a variety of photographs, a laptop computer, 10 tons of piped tobacco, and a lighter. Neat. Oh, hey, it's a spade. We've seen some of these before. John examines photographs. The wallet unsurprisingly contained a series of sentimental photographs of you when you were young. Some of these photos appear to have jokes written on the back, others cakes recipes. He also kept a series of portraits of some of his favorite comedians. Some are understandable. Harry Understand goes without saying. Bill Cosby, living fatherly legend. But his interest in Mr. Foxworthy always struck you as a little lame. Those redneck jokes were so corny and stupid. You secretly suspected your father was mostly arrested by the man's mustache. Maybe he fantasized about shaving the man's egregious furry lip. This seems like a reasonable theory to you. John examines the laptop. Hooray, a computer! You've been dying for a way to talk to your friends again. He bought this laptop at the Dadley Depot, an incredibly boring store established to furnish dignified gentlemen everywhere with dull fatherly goods. It was always so boring when he dragged you there. You've no idea who this douchebag is. Who's this douchebag is what you ask every time you see his smug face. Maybe you're being unfair to the man, though. Some guy named Crosby, you guess. Who cares? He's so boring. John cleans up this mess. He recapitalogues the stuff and puts it away neatly in his dad's sweet wallet. He's almost done. Just one more thing to do. Oh, for the love of... John gets in. Fine, you guess you're going for a little ride. John buckles up. Safety is the most important thing. The sidekick follows suit. You presume the Windy Boy knows what he's doing. You tug the dark sash across your chest and secure it. This is an incredible look for you. It's too bad the fashion accessory seems to trap you inside the vehicle. Human fashion and transportation and safety sure are weird, and apparently interrelated. The vagabond rides. Your feet do not reach the little steppy levers. Your co-pilot points out that you also do not have the key. You're terribly disappointed. John, just do the windy thing already. He probably would have been a terrible driver anyway. The two of them ascend. We have lift off. Wow. 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 John pesters Jade. Hey Jade, are you there? I have a computer now. This boring guy keeps blinking at me though, and it's weird. John! Wow, finally. Hi, sorry I disappeared after you entered the game, but from what I've seen in the clouds, it doesn't look like you've had much trouble making progress. Nope, Dave was able to set up as my server player. He's building up my house right now, so that we can deploy some equipment there. Oh nice, Dave is serving all the ladies, isn't he? Yep. He's like a dude on Butler Island. I mean a dude who happens to be one of the butlers, doing a lot of serving to various ladies who are vacationing at this snooty resort. Wait, I am fucking this up. That's okay, I won't tell him about it. Okay, good. All I'm saying is, why can't I have a Dave Butler too? Well, maybe you can. I'll try to put in a good word for you. Thank you. What's the equipment you're deploying? I'm not sure. Something to do with cloning, I guess. It serves some purpose in my quest as Witch of Space. A nice troll named Kanaya has been advising me on stuff about that. Have you talked to her? I don't think so. Not recently, anyway. You should. A bunch of trolls are not nearly as bad as I thought. Even Carcat, he's been helping me out too, sort of. He has, but I thought he hated you. Oh yeah, he said plenty of stuff like that, but I don't think he ever actually meant it. Flying off the handle is part of his charm in a funny way. Once you know that about him. Yes, this is what I've concluded about him as well. He's a pretty great guy. I am really looking forward to more of his outbursts, especially in his first conversation with me, which I am to understand will be legendary, but we shouldn't tell him we said any of this or he'll be furious. Shh. So what else have you been up to? We should try to catch up as much as possible. Yeah, what else? There's been so much going on, it's a little hard to keep track of. Why don't you tell me what you've been up to first? Oh man, you will never guess what I am doing right now. Go ahead, try to guess. You will not succeed. Whoa, John, where did you get that nice flying car? Oh, god damn it. Beep. How do you know? Do you have Rose's crystal ball? Sorta. She gave me the code and I made a cool pair of goggles with it. Arr, I'm surrounded by real-life witches. Everyone I know is turning magic. It's ridiculous. Including me, I'm magic now. It certainly seems so. What's with your fancy magic car? And your chauffeur familiar, I guess. No, he's not either a chauffeur or a familiar. He's just a new friend. Also, this is not a magic car, it's an ordinary car. I found it in my dad's wallet. You did? Yes, I just found his wallet on the ground, but my dad was nowhere to be found. The clouds led me to the wallet, though, so maybe they'll help me. They will keep leading me to him? Maybe, but hang on, let me try something. Okay, I've seen lots of interesting things in the clouds. I guess you used to see things like that all the time, right? Yes, what have you seen? Wow, well, lots of things that were mysterious and didn't make much sense. But also lots of things I recognized, like stuff I'd done before, and also stuff I will do in the future. And the things that Rose and Dave have been up to, and you too. Like what? What did you see? Well, I saw you on your island, and saw you sleeping in a floating bed, and I saw your pretty snow planet, and I saw you with some frogs. Have you found any frogs yet? Frogs? No. Well, I saw you once in a neat outfit. It was kind of like you were torn from the pages of my favorite Japanese mangas, and the snow was melting, and you were surrounded by frogs for some reason. Now it seems like I'm describing a weird dream I had about you. Sure does. Which I guess is sort of true. Anyway, I guess that must not have happened yet. No, but that sounded pretty interesting. I wonder why I would be surrounded by frogs. I don't know, but you are a witch, remember? Witches love frogs. That's true. I hope I'm not planning on putting them in a cauldron or anything. I doubt it. It looked to me like a friendly gathering. Woo! Oh, and one time I saw a green version of you with pointy ears and you were crying. Did that happen? Yes? Blah. Yes. I prototyped my dead dream self and tried to get her to fight Jack, but it turned out to be a big mistake. God, I can't believe how dumb that idea was. She was an emotional wreck. Oh no, what happened? Where's she now? Oh, she went off to cry somewhere else. Good riddance. Wow, Jade, you really have been up to a lot. I guess so. And I've just been staring at these dumb clouds for hours or whatever. I even saw my own dead body in a cloud. What? Oh no! It's okay though, it already happened. I was sort of tricked into sleeping on my quest bed. And when I went to sleep, Jack killed me. She must have known that would happen. Who? Vriska, do you know her? I don't think so. She's pretty cool, but just between you and me, she might be a little crazy. Well, if she tricked you into getting killed, then I would have to agree. But I don't think it's really like that. Honestly, I think dying was a necessary part of the process. And she just didn't tell me so I wouldn't get scared. What process, and how are you alive now if you died? John, I'm a little confused. Well, I died on the quest bed and woke up here as my dream self. And now I have all these sweet wind powers, which is how I'm making this car fly. Oh, that makes sense. Dave mentioned you had reached the god tier. Yeah, but he did not say that what it involved. He probably didn't want me to be worried. Maybe, or he was just being some sort of aloof, cool kid. Or that, but he also said that no one else would do it but you. Actually, now it makes sense that I wouldn't be able to since my dream self is dead. It's too bad, really. Yeah, I wonder what space powers would be like. I have no idea. Oh well, maybe you shouldn't rule it out though. I mean, you did mention your dream self isn't completely dead, remember? You're right, I suddenly don't know if I want to become a god tier anymore. She was that bad, huh? I don't even want to talk about her, she's sad and cowardly. Okay, I'll not cry. Why don't you tell me something about your new friend? He sure seems to be enjoying that horn. I know, right? He's just the silly guy I met when I woke up here. He seemed to be curious about me and followed me around for a while. Also, I noticed he was wearing my bedsheet. What's he doing with that? I don't know. There seems to be this whole cult full of people who worship my ghost sheets. I ran into a bunch of them in a salamander village. They're all completely ridiculous. So I guess he's a member of the cult? Probably. You're just gonna have to deal with the fact that you're becoming a famous hero, John, and people everywhere will idolize you. Derp, they aren't even idolizing me. It's my dumb bedsheets they love. It's so stupid. Oh, also another thing about him. He has the Queen's ring. That's great, John. You have to get that ring from him. I've tried. I asked him politely for it and everything, but he's very protective of it. That is a problem. Actually, I think it's okay. I think he's supposed to keep it. You do? Yes, once I saw something in the clouds. It was hard to tell what was going on, but I saw him. I'm pretty sure it was in the future, and he had the ring and what? And then the cloud stopped showing me, but I'm pretty sure I saw that someday he'll have to wear it. So I think I'll just let him keep it for some reason, and I trust him. Okay, John, I trust you, so I'll trust in your trust in him. Yeah, trust all around. I'm gonna be a supportive piece of shit all day and fall down all this trust. How trustworthy do you even have to be to confide in someone like that? Lol. Anyway, I guess that's enough of that nonsense. I should keep looking for my dad. Maybe if I fly around in this car with this guy helping here, the noise will get his attention and he'll find me. John, I already found your dad. You did? Yes, I found him with my goggles almost right away, but I didn't want to interrupt you. Oh, well, that sure is convenient. Where is he? He's with Rose's mom. They're in a castle having some sort of tea party together. They appear to be enjoying each other's company. It's quite adorable, actually. Oh, wow. Jade, what if they get married or something? Oh god, if Rose became my sister too, that would wreak havoc on Carcat's shipping diagram. As leader of this team, I submit that we cannot afford to let that happen. Everyone, mad your battle stations. Red alert! We have a ship to sink. Armed torpedoes. Awooga! Kapchoo! Target destroyed. I'm just joking around, of course. Oh, really, John? But really, they would make a nice couple, and I think it would be great if they got married. Yes, I agree, even if it would make it awkward for me to marry Rose. I guess so. But maybe that doesn't matter. These are kind of special circumstances. Yes, they are pretty special. I wonder if my dad and her mom would mind us getting married. I don't know. Who are they to stand between two youngsters in love? Whoa, in love? Yes, John, two people must be in love in order to get married. It is one of the rules. Oh, geez, yeah, I guess you're right. What do you say, John? Are you in love with Rose? And if not, are you prepared to fall in love with her? Well, this line of questioning is making me flustered. All I know is I was ordered by Cat to marry Rose. I think we can both agree that it would be reckless to look at a crappy shipping diagram made by an alien and ignore its message altogether. I didn't even know Carcat made a shipping diagram. It's a thing of beauty and it will save the human race. I'll have to make him show me. Yes. You'll marry a 100% true reality. It's okay though, I'll not press you on your feelings for him. I already know you're totally into the Strider anyway. What? It's all in the diagram, Jade. It's all in the diagram. I don't know about that. I clearly need to take a good hard look at this prophetic document and possibly tell Carcat what an idiot he is. That you do. Okay, but anyway, who cares about his terrible shitty drawings and meddlesome romantic schemes? How do I find my dad? Well, I don't actually know where he is relative to you, so I don't know if I can give you directions. Blah! There must be some way to do that. These goggles are actually really complicated. I'll look into it and get back to you. In the meantime, why don't you fly around and keep looking? At least now you know to look for a castle, and maybe the clouds will give you some tips. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that. Thanks for the help, Jade. Sure, I'll talk to you later. Later. Carcat contacts John. John! Carcat, what's up? I'm not sure why I'm telling you this. I guess it's just sort of a sense of obligation at this point. We've come this far. So I feel like I should like you should know. Know what? I might not make it out of this alive. This might even be the last time you hear from me. Wait, what the fuck am I saying? The last time you hear from me will be the first time you hear from me. I mean, this could be the last time from my perspective, because from my perspective, I could be dead soon. Oh no, are you in some sort of trouble? Is it Jack? Carcat, what's going on? Oh god, the honking. Why won't the honking stop? I have to go. Sorry for being such a douche to you and your friends. I really hope you can succeed as a leader where I failed miserably. Carcat East trolling. John. I tripped over my tongue. This message was rather disconcerting. You urge your navigator to ease up on the honking for a while, since it is distracting and in somewhat bad taste given the circumstances. You think you should try to message your friend back. John pesters Carcat. Carcat, hey buddy, you were making me worried there. Are you okay? What in the name of sweet globe tickling fuck? Gagbert, I just got done erupting a whole volcano of merciless fuck you in the primitive village located squarely in your crotch, assuming that's a suitably terrible part of human anatomy for a village in jeopardy to exist. Shut up. How dare you contact me while I'm in the middle of my backwards march of hate through your tedious timeline. Oh god, this is not right. You aren't supposed to hate me anymore. You're supposed to be kind of my friend, sort of. When is this? What do you mean, when is this? Okay, let me check the universal clock, which keeps consistent time for all frames of reference and all planes of reality. It's past. You're a moron. Okay, duh, I know that. I mean, how many times have you talked to me before? We just got done with our second conversation. How can you not know this? This isn't good. I need to talk to future you. Why? Because it sounds like you're in trouble. I think maybe you're running from Jack? Of course we're running from Jack. I just got done fucking telling you that. No, I know, but... Sign. I guess my future conversations will instigate some misguided need for you to get in touch with me later on. What have I gotten myself into here? I swear it never ends with the ultimate riddle shit. Even after the game is over. Even after you lose it. How unfair is that? Ultimate riddle shit. I can tell this conversation is going to be an utter fucking joy to participate in. I honestly envy anyone in the position of not having to put up with reading it. But you asked for it, John, so here we are. Are you ready? No, I just want to talk to future you. No, you don't. Take it from me. That guy is a bastard. Future Carcat retreats into the lab. Drag. Honk. Happened 2 times con, Bob. You've been so busy being consumed by unspeakable horror you didn't notice someone has been trying to contact you. Carcat answers Terezi. Carcat, I have grave and serious news to report. I have discovered the scene of a real-life murder. Tavros was the victim. I'm very upset, but I'm trying to stay professional about it. This crime is not going to solve itself. I have conducted my preliminary forensic analysis of the scene, but my findings have been mostly inconclusive. I'm only pretending to think there's any chance it was not Verska, because otherwise it would be no fun. Anyway, I just wanted to warn you, there is a thirsty murderer on the loose, and you should be careful out there. Now I must attempt to revive the victim. Ugh. Carcat, you cannot even imagine what this smells like, but I pride myself on being a true professional as well as an excellent friend. I'll be away from my glasses for just a moment. So if you get this message, please be patient. Terezi, are you there? Oh fuck, Tavros is dead too. Terezi, listen to me. You have to get out of here. Vriska is the least of our problems. Wait, forensic analysis? Are you fucking insane? Put your glasses back on. God damn it. Honk. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Karkat examines Solix. You wish he would wake up. You could really use someone with awesome powers right now. Being awake and not useless. Oh god, are those his teeth on the floor? Karkat puts the teeth back in. They're good as new, best friend. It's like it never happened. No one can ever blame you for dropping him down the stairs. Or now. Stairs? What stairs? Karkat contacts Equius. You were hoping it wouldn't have to come to this, but you're running out of options. You need backup. Strong backup. Equius, are you there? Yes? Okay, good. Are you still really strong? Like, is that still your thing? I'm still exceptionally strong. Strength continues to be my strongest attribute. Okay, good. That was a pretty dumb question. I need your help. With what? Yamsey is on a rampage. He's going to kill us all if we don't stop him. You mean the High Blood? Yeah? What? Yeah, I guess. Oh dear. What? Are you saying the High Blood has finally embraced his position atop the hierarchy? No, I'm saying he fucking snapped and wants to murder us all. Yes, exactly. Damn it, why does this conversation have to be so predictably terrible? All I'm asking you to do, no, ordering you to do, is go find Gamzee and beat him to death with your bare hands, or possibly 2 halves of a broken bow before he kills anyone else. I certainly appreciate the debauchery intent in receiving an order of such gravity from a rogue-blooded foul-mouth, but I'm not entirely positive I can raise a hand to the High Blood. It wouldn't be my place. Oh my god, why do you have to be so difficult in all the most fucked up ways possible? You're getting off on this, aren't you? If you ask me for a towel, I'm going to flip my shit right over this fucking meteor. It will just be... No, I have a sufficient supply of drying utilities. I forbid you from getting off on any of this. Don't get off on my orders. Don't get off on any sort of weird admiration you might be harboring for a murderous clown with purple blood. The blood, it is just so exquisitely purple. Are you listening to me? Yes, but look, the situation is very delicate, I believe. The High Blood would benefit from a proper inculturation into the aristocracy. I don't think he gives a shit about your etiquette lessons or how a true gentleman is to go about handling a proper fucking horse. That, seriously, people are in danger here. I'll take measures to ensure our comrades aren't injured. Okay, and? Well, but you won't fight him, is that it? If it comes to close quarters skirmish, I will try to be prepared. How fucking reassuring. You are such an idiot. I don't get it. You kiss the ground this lunatic walks on because he has purple blood. But that doesn't stop you from riffing on Aridin. I know for a fact you don't like him, and his blood is even purplier, isn't it? Yes, that's different. He's a Sea Dweller. Our feud is codified in tradition. Nay, we are obligated to be at odds. It's dignified. Okay, fine. Then speaking of which, he's on a murderous rampage too. He is? How many of us are rampaging murderously exactly? I don't know, at least 3 probably, but who even cares at this point? The point is, if you see him, would you mind snapping his stupid wand in half or something, and then choke him to death with his own shitty pretentious scarf? Do I really have to? What's the problem now? I'd prefer to not interact with him. Why? It's primarily that his advances make me uncomfortable. I would high-five you if it wouldn't shatter every bone in my hand, and if you didn't smell terrible, but seriously, if you could carry out my orders in the least perverse way possible, that would be great. Just kill 1 or more of those assholes and get back to me, okay? I need you to come through for me because we're running out of manpower here. We are? Yes, didn't I mention Fefri, Kanaya, and Tavros are dead, Solix is unconscious, and Terezi is missing. Oh god, I hope she's okay. I should probably go look for her. Oh shoot, excuse my vulgarity. I'll let it slide, just do what I say, okay? I'll look into it. Terezi returns to the computer lab. You foolishly misplaced your glasses during your heroic revival attempt, leaving you with no way of communicating with the others to warn them. This is why you really should carry no less than 5 computers on you at all times like a sensible person. But there's no one in here, just someone taking a nap on the horn pile over there. And a big puddle of something next to the transportalizer. Grub sauce, maybe? You hope it's grub sauce. Please be grub sauce. Terezi samples the sauce. Someone either had a major sauce accident, God, Earlier, this is the scene of yet another real-life murder. Your team is so unlucky to have you around to sleuth these heinous crimes, and yet the body is missing. Can't conduct much forensic analysis without it. This is exactly why you should never turn your back on a body, not even for a second. Terezi examines the horn pile. This was no nap. This was another murder. What's going on in this lab? Terezi examines the body. Another textbook impaling. Your perf has been busy tonight. Wait, there appears to be a pair of smaller marks on the victim's neck. Terezi examines the marks. Has the killer really developed a taste for blood? She's completely out of control. According to your expert analysis, she barged in here with a lance, her new weapon of choice. This startled everyone in the room so much, and it triggered a dreadful grub sauce spill and or chainsaw accident, causing the missing victim to lose a large volume of blood and or grub sauce. Horrified by the sight, everyone fled the room except for the present victim, who was napping on the horn pile. The perpetrator, in her deranged state of mind, then sampled the split green blood sauce from the floor. Her thirst peaked, she became tempted by the buffet of rich royal blood on the horn pile, dragged a trail of green from the puddle to the horns, and helped herself to the victim's neck. The victim undoubtedly woke up midway through the gruesome feast, fought back, and got a lance through the chest for her trouble. The perp has fled into the lab, thirsty for more. Yes, you were quite sure that your theory doesn't make a lick of sense. You wish you had your crack team of experts to advise you. If only you hadn't kicked them all into the bottomless pit, along with probably your glasses accidentally. Damn their insubordination. Equius seeks the high blood. Damn it. I will now seek the high blood, Nepeta. I command you to go hide as we discussed. Sure, but there are lots of nuts on the loose out there, so don't stick your neck out and take any big frisks. I will exact caution even when safety 100%. Even when safety looks to be 100% assured. I fucking hate that this guy writes looks as 100%. Even so, I would still like to take the opportunity to say, what? Goodbye. Well, okay, goodbye. But you'd better believe I'll see you again, Equius. Yes, you will. Cool. I don't like that guy. You got a heap of fresh towels. Legends tell of muscle beasts once roaming the cosmos that were so enormous they could destroy entire planets with but a twitch of any anatomical feature. Are the legends true? You hope so. You got an emergency backup absorbency unit. Cameo meal. It smells so good. You got a fresh towel. Open door. Examine shipping wall. You just don't have the heart to update the wall to reflect the recent deaths of your friends. As a veteran shipper, you've grown accustomed to watching your ships get sunk, but not like this. Alternian paint sets are manufactured with the pigment from the blood of cold wigglers, which is pretty powerful when you think about it. Bat, 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 pounce, pounce, pounce. Vargeeling, so fragrant, Yeah? You'll have to remember to write Jade a nice thank you note for helping to stabilize Karkat's unhealthy relationship with his past and future selves. Maybe now with a clear head he'll be able to open his eyes to what awaits from him in other quadrants. Certain other possibilities. Maybe noticing someone nice over there in the bright red corner who's been there all along. This is, a ship in progress. Human romance sure is weird. Examine crates, you mean crates. Oh no, no one must ever see, no one must ever see! Someday you'll work up the guts to say something. Maybe once this huge murder fiasco blows over. Great! Enter great, you mean great. You suppose you should stay put like Equius said, but it's so frustrating being all cooped up in here. Surely scooting through the air ducts for a while couldn't hurt, he'll never know. You got an enchanted shitty wizard figurine. It's a miracle. Look through gate. Are you next? Hehe, next for what? Look through grate. Honk. Pucefoot? Berry Breath? Dr. Honeytongue? What monster could do this? Enter grate. Look through grate. Yeah, I sure hope she's okay. Open chest. You got Ahab's crosshairs. Perfect. This is exactly the kind of firepower you could use if you're going up against... He just broke it. Arrows fired true, straight through the eyes. Who could have done this? Ah, it's you, Pyrope. Have you seen the high blood about? Hardin smelled. Heh. Check it the motherfuck out. It's the peasant blood. Heh. Fucking heh. Peasant blood? Is that a joke? If your blood is a running motherfucking gag, then soon it will be running through my motherfucking fingers. The profanity is sickening. You'll stop. You'll... Kneel. You are not Pyrope. You are the High Blood. I should have removed your counterfeit eyewear. If you please, sir. I'll show you what I motherfucking got. If you show me what's motherfucking yours. What? It was a motherfucking joke. Honk. We really shouldn't talk. You really should kneel. What was that? The volume of your voice keeps fluctuating. I said, kneel, motherfucker. I told you to motherfucking kneel, motherfucker. Kneel. Gamzee subjugulates. Honk, honk, honk. Honk. Creak. Snap. Honk, 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 honk. Gamzee engages murder mode. This is completely terrifying. Nepeta pounces. Gamzee turns. Gamzee draws deuce clubs from strife deck. Honk, 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 honk. Beep. John takes car. This is why seatbelt safety should always be paramount. Remember to buckle up. John proceeds to castle. Perhaps this is the one? As you approach, you make an attempt to contact your friends for verification, but there is no answer from Jade or from Rose. You wonder what they could be up to. It seems someone else is bugging you. John answers. Hi, John. Oh, hey there, Vriska. Can this wait? I was about to check out the castle to see if my dad's in here. Your guardians are not here. Oh, dang it. Do you know where they are? Yes, they're in another castle. Don't worry, you'll find them later. Ah, how much later? In a while, man, settle down. I'm telling you that you'll find them after... or a little more questing around in your awesome... blue godhood. So why don't you relax and talk to me for a while? Well, okay, I guess so. Why don't you have your hood up, by the way? Uh-huh. But you look great with the hood up, and anyway, we should be showing a little pride as the only ones to make God tier, don't you think? Psh, I don't know if it isn't much of a major accomplishment, honestly. John, are you mad at me? No? Then what's the matter? I guess I just miss my dad. I was hoping he would be here, but apparently I won't see him for another few hours or whatever. If that's what you see in the future, then I guess there's no fighting it. Blah. I still find it a little hard to understand the sentimentality you attach to these adult humans. It just seems strange to me, but hey, that's alien culture for you. Yeah, I know. I guess you have to think of them the way you think of your Lucis? Luci? Yeah, sort of. Except I never liked mine that much. Even after I prototyped her, things were pretty chilly between us. I spent most of my adventure avoiding her. That's too bad. John, are you sure you're not mad at me? No, why would I be mad at you, Vriska? Because I tricked you into getting killed. Alright. I actually almost forgot about that. Would it help if I said I was sorry? Why would you need to apologize, though? I mean, I admit I was pretty confused about it at first, seeing my dead body in the cloud and all. But in the end, you did it to help me, didn't you? Really, I should probably be thanking you. Are you there? Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I wasn't sure what to say for a moment. I'm just so incredibly relieved that you're not angry with me. I don't know what reason I would have to be angry. I mean, aside from the deception involved, but I kinda understand why you did that. And in any case, you did give me a choice. Yes, I did. I don't know, John, you'd be surprised how often people resent it when you try to help them. But see, you really get it, that's why you're special. Shrug. So, is this what you wanted to talk to me about? Yes, well, not exactly. Then what is it? I know how this is probably going to sound, especially to a human, but I just killed someone. You did? Who was it? You mean like a bad guy? Not exactly. Oh yeah, Karkat mentioned that he was in trouble and then had to go. It made me a little bit worried. Are you guys under attack or something? I'm not sure what his deal is. I haven't seen him in a while. But we're not under attack, not yet at least. Oh, well then, who did you kill? He was a friend, someone on our team. Why? It's a little complicated. Well, did he attack you or something? Yes. But really, that's not why I killed him. He was no match for me. I could have just incapacitated him or flown away or whatever. The truth is I killed him because at the time I thought I wanted to and sort of felt like I finally had to. Why did you have to? Because enough was enough. You don't even know how frustrating it was to be friends with him. I used to really like him and always wanted to help him get stronger so that he might stand a fucking chance to actually make it in our world. But he was just so weak and indecisive and he wouldn't change. And when he tried to change, he was too little and too late. Always late. Lady late late. Too late to kiss me, too late to kill me. He couldn't do it, and I really needed him to, so when I saw he was actually serious about trying to kill me now of all times, I was just so angry. I was still a bit upset thinking about it, so I killed him, and I'm pretty sure he's dead for good now. Wow, you're right, Vriska, that does not sound good. I know our races are completely different, and I really hate the idea of you thinking worse for me because of this, but I don't have anyone else to talk to about it. You don't? What about all your friends? I bet Karkat would listen. Or what about Terezi? She's pretty nice, isn't she? No. I mean, yeah, they're fine, but I can't talk to them. Why not? For one thing, they'd probably just be pissed off at me for killing Tavros. More importantly, there's no way I could tell them how I really feel about it. Well, how do you feel? Horrible. If any of my friends knew that, they would think I'm weak. Oh, I guess I understand. I mean, I'm trying to, with cultural difference and all. Do you? Like, trolls are most violent and angry, right? Kinda like Klingons or something, which is an angry race of alien savages from a human TV show. We aren't savage, you dope. Oh, I know, that's not what I meant, but I'm guessing you all have to act tough to make it in your world and have a sense of honor about fighting and like to beat people up and stuff, right? Yeah, let's say it close enough. But I think no matter what alien culture you're from, killing is still wrong. And it sounds like you do too. Yeah, see, this is where our cultures clash, I think. It would be difficult to explain exactly how killing is viewed on our planet with all the nuance involved. It just isn't the black and white thing humans seem to think it is. Well, you could try, I'm listening. On my world, I would be completely vindicated for killing him. He's far lower on the hemo spectrum than me. He managed to disrespect me time and time again, but I kept letting him live. In fact, the amount of slack I cut him would be considered scandalous by those in my class. I had every reason to kill him, and yet I feel bad about it like a lame, weak fudge blood, just like he was. And the fact that I feel bad is why I'm sort of freaking out right now. I think if you feel bad, it just means you have a conscience, which is good, right? No, that's not how it works. I'm just supposed to be fine with it. This was sort of like a test, and I'm afraid I might be failing. How was it like a test? Well, it was the first time I killed somebody. Wait, okay, that's not really true. What I meant was it was the first time I killed somebody I cared about. So, you killed other people that you didn't care about? Yes, sort of, actually, but there was a really good reason for that. How many? Or, do I want to know? Oh, it doesn't matter. Probably many thousands. Holy shit. God, I know how this sounds, but I had to feed her my Lucis. I mean, I've basically been playing this role as a slave in the food chain my whole life. It is what she selected me to do. I guess that's why you didn't get along with her? Hell yes. I see. Still, that is a lot of killing, Jesus. Yeah, but I never felt anything about it. It was just normal life for me. But then you finally killed a guy you liked and not so cool anymore? Yeah, oh. Okay, that's not quite right. He's the second person I cared about who I killed. Man, I always forget about her. I guess she wound up getting me back pretty good, though, so we're even. Oh, also, technically I attempted to kill that same guy around the same time, but I just wound up paralyzing him. Oops. But man, that was sweeps ago. I think I had a really juvenile attitude about killing back then. I think I was trying too hard. I was always really obsessed with being the best at stuff, and I guess I was trying to be precocious in that respect as well, and prove to everyone how brutal I could be. But I was such a confused kid, I didn't know anything about what killing really means. I was trying to fake it, and it caused me nothing but problems. I guess I had no idea how different we really were. What I'm hearing is seriously scaring the shit out of me. Yeah, I know, I just wish we didn't have to be so different. I'm just trying to be honest with you because, like I said, I have nowhere else to go. Okay, well, I appreciate the honesty. So, if killing isn't exactly wrong, then what is? What do you mean by what killing really means? I guess I have to admit that I don't actually know that much about humans either. Other than that, you're all pretty soft and mild-mannered and seem to be friendlier, and think killing so totally sucks. I really have no clue what it means to grow up as a human, though. But I do know what it means to grow up as a troll, and what's expected of us. So what does it mean? When a troll comes of age, you better believe it means they're going to start killing. It's what we do as a race. We're very effective conquerors, and as such, we practically dominate our galaxy, or used to. The ones that don't learn to be ruthless, they're better off dead. And the reality is it won't be long until they are. That's just life for us. That sounds terrible. I would like to be culturally sensitive, but I wish I didn't. But I wish it didn't have to be like that for you. I've really started to like you guys. Well, thanks, John. That's nice of you to say, but let's face it. It doesn't fucking matter anymore since our whole race was wiped out. Maybe for the best when you think about it. But at least Paradox Space gave us some purpose before wiping us out, right? At least we got the chance to create you guys and all those twinkly stars you used to look up to. Yeah, that's true. So because we never got the chance, it means that we'll never actually get to come of age and enter troll society and see if we got what it takes. But that doesn't mean we stop growing up. I think the game knows it's always going to be played by kids, and it always rigs it so that they enter right around the cusp of sexual maturity, whatever the race is. Which kind of makes sense, since if they succeed, they've got their whole lives ahead of them to do whatever the hell they're going to do in their universe, like start repopulating and whatnot. That means the game also knows it's got to deal with all these damn kids who are coming of age while playing it. I really think how successfully the game mature is tied to success in the game. It challenges the players in all the ways they need to be challenged to grow, which is different for each individual, and very different for each race. I don't think we were so hot at that aspect of the game. In fact, I'm sure we were quite awful. Hell, even and I wasn't great at it. I actually just kind of fell ass backward into the god tier, to be honest. Yeah, me too. But what really gets me is this didn't even occur to me until just now, while I was sitting around thinking about it. It was so obvious. What? That was why the game was split up into two teams. It knew if we came of age, we'd probably start killing each other. So it just provided the stage, red team versus blue. It was so simple. All we had to do was what we were naturally inclined to do. It might have worked out better for us. I don't really see how you guys killing each other would help you play the game better. Yeah, you'd think that would be counterproductive, but then again, maybe not. If we really did take the team thing seriously and started killing each other, maybe it would have meant more god tiers, maybe all of us would have made it. Damn, can you imagine? We would have breezed through the game even faster, killed the king without a sweat, maybe claimed the reward before Jack even showed up. Or if he did, maybe we could have beaten him then and there instead of scurrying off like cowards. In retrospect, we failed this so spectacularly, I'm amazed and kind of ashamed. It turns out that the only one of us with the guts to kill someone was already dead. And boy did I have it coming. Dead? Yes, she was a ghost, and then became a robot. Then she became 1,000 robots. Then Jack killed all of them but one, then she blew up. Oh, and she also had that exact bizarre laptop you're using right now. How weird is that? Gosh, your team is so crazy. Not crazy enough, apparently. Actually, this is probably Carcat's fault. How? When it comes down to it, he was probably too good a leader. He actually did manage to get the two teams to work together towards the same goal. It could have easily deteriorated into a feud otherwise. He was just so loud and annoying and obsessed with leadership, he wouldn't shut up. So it was just easier to go along with his plans. Huh. Yeah, I can see how that could be true. He sure kept us working together, but in the end, I think we paid for it. It wasn't natural, pretty fitting, really, since he's kind of a freak himself. He's not even on the hemo spectrum, the weirdo. I really doubt he would have handled it as a leader if the shit ever hit the whirling device. He likes to pretend he's all vicious and bloodthirsty, but I know he ain't got that in him. I have a sense for these things. He'd be so pissed if he heard me say this, but I think he'd cut it better as a human than a troll. You probably mean that as an insult, but I think it is a nice compliment, but I won't tell him you said that. Terezi messages Carcat. Carcat, more bad news. It says you didn't get my message. You didn't block me or anything, did you? Where are you? I lost my glasses, but I'm back at the computer lab and there's no one here. Except for another murder victim. She's got Fefri this time and maybe Kanaya too. I don't know. Do you know about this? If you get this, please be careful, Carcat, wherever you are. I'm afraid Visca has finally gone completely out of control. Do not try to engage her. She's too dangerous. She's now my responsibility. Only I know how to deal with her. Warn everyone else to stay away too, if you can. Why won't anyone respond? What the hell is going on here? Sign. God damn, how am I going to go about this? I guess I can't put it off for much longer. Why can't you answer? I could really use someone to talk to about it. Oh well. Just don't let her drink your blood. It's all mine, remember? Carcat examines the equipment. You reflect on your prior experience as the team's ectobiologist. It seemed like you were doing something so important at the time. Finally, everything made sense. This was why you were here. But what was the point? You're all clearly going to die in the most pointless deaths possible. Everything you believed about your destiny was meaningless. You wish you never pushed those buttons and hatched your team out of all this goddamn slime. You're no ectobiologist. If only there was some other title more befitting of a true discipline you practice. In the death sentence given to whatever you do the disservice of creating. You can't think of one, though. And what about the other 12 wigglers you spawned? Who were they? Probably further proof this was all meaningless and random. Could it be that they were the true heroes meant to be sent back to play this game, while your team was the superfluous crop? Could a mistake have been made during the reckoning? Or just maybe she was right about them all along. Not that it makes any difference now. Something is stirring behind you, something unconscious and toothless. Solix wakes up. So what about Jack? What about him? Are you still planning on killing him? That would be a constructive way to use your killer troll instincts even by human standards. It's much better than killing friends. Yeah, you're right. And to tell you the truth, part of the reason I wanted to kill him was to protect them. It's not just about glory, you know, because if I don't do it, then who will? Well, we have a plan to defeat him too, so there's that. Yes, I know about your plan. I guess 2 plans are better than 1, right? Yeah, so... Will you go to fight him alone? Man, I don't know anymore. It's one reason I'm freaking out about this, and feeling bad about a simple, perfectly justifiable killing. If I can't handle that, does it mean I'm not as strong as I thought? What hope do I have against Jack if that's the case? For whatever it's worth coming from a human, feeling remorse doesn't make you weak. I bet you're still really strong. But then I'm not sure if I actually want to encourage you to go off fighting him, because as strong as you are, it sounds like he's really strong. And even though you killed tons of people, I think I would still be... I think I would still be pretty sad if you died. Aw. So maybe you should just let us handle it? At least we won't fight him directly. I don't know, even though I'm conflicted, it still feels like something I have to do. I admit I'm pretty scared about it. Not of him necessarily, but of the fact that I apparently don't know myself as well as I believed. What if I'm not as lucky as I thought? What if I don't, in fact, have all the luck? Well, maybe you don't. All the luck sounds like an awful lot of luck to have. Exactly. But then if there's no chance of hatching a bad break, then taking a risk doesn't even qualify as bravery, does it? It isn't even a risk by definition. So if this is going to mean anything, I guess I just have to find strength from somewhere to go through with it. More than just a achy strength that comes from turning a blind eye to all your flaws, you know what I mean? What? You know how I said I couldn't relate to the attachment you have for your guardians? Yes. Well, I guess that isn't completely true. There are adult trolls who we can relate to, if we choose to, and if we're lucky enough to discover who they are. But it is not really in a familial sense, at least not socially speaking, the way you understand family. They're more like figures of legend who are said to have more in common with us genetically than any other troll, but we can never meet them, of course, only look up to them and follow in their footsteps, because they died centuries ago. Like ancestors? Yeah. We're each supposed to have one, and if you believe the lore about it, your destiny will be tied to theirs. You'll find clues pointing to them and who they were, but you'll only notice them if your eyes are open. You then can choose to take up the life they left for you, and if you do, they'll always be looking out for you and guide you in finishing what they started. Wow, that's kind of neat. So do you believe? I don't have to believe. I'm completely certain it's true, and I know who mine is. I've been doing my best to honor her legacy for most of my life. I even named my role-playing character after her. She gained all the levels. All of them? All of them. How did you know she was the one? It was before I even started gaming or rounding up other kids to feed to my Lucis. I was nearing the age where I would be expecting Id to feed her. And she was starting to get so big that she would have to crawl out of the cavern soon, no longer able to feast on stray wigglers that she caught in her web. It was kind of an intense symbiotic thing, a particularly demanding Lucis troll relationship, and only really strong kids are supposed to be able to handle it. So of course I was terrified of the responsibility looming. I really didn't think I would make it. I was sure I would fail, and my Lucis would either get angry and eat me, or she'd just die and then I'd be cold. But then I saw a shooting star one evening. I tracked down where it landed, and I found a chest with my sign on it. A sign is an insignia we wear specific to our class. Each class has a huge alphabet of signs, so when someone shares yours, you know you have a lot in common. I was so excited to see it. What was in the chest? It was her journal. She documented all her amazing adventures as she sailed around the world, commanding a notoriously deadly feat of hamblignets. It was so thrilling reading it. It really felt like she wrote it just for me. Like she was talking to me and telling me how to be like her. She even left notes on where she buried treasure and stuff, which I followed later when I started role-playing. I found her dice that way and learned so many other great things. Learning about her gave me the strength and confidence to do what I had to do. That's a pretty exciting story. So then your great-great-great-grandnana was some kind of troll pirate? Pirate? Yeah. And that's not all. Not that I really hated it proved to me that she was my ancestor, but that's exactly what happened while playing the game. It turned out that in addition to creating us all in the ectobiology lab, Karkat created our ancestors too. But he never believed in any of that, and thought they were just random extra wigglers, serving no purpose, the stubborn jackass. The more common bloods are less inclined to give a shit about that kind of stuff. legends and tradition and all that. Those in the upper classes like me put more stock into it, and rightly so. Now that you mention it, it really sounds like our situations are not so different. I created our guardians in the lab too, along with the 4 of us. And when you think about it, I never even knew my Nana. She died before I was born, before I created myself and sent baby me back in time, I mean. So really, she's my ancestor too. Someone I'm connected to genetically but never knew. Oh yeah, wow, I never thought about that. And even though I never knew her, she definitely helped me when I was growing up. I followed in her footsteps and became an incredible prankster. That's an admirable calling, every bit as dignified as the path of the Marquise. I even had a book I learned a lot from too. The book was sort of a family tradition. It was written by an even older ancestor, my Nana's grandpa, who was only the most legendary prankster of all time. So as you can see, we both have benefited greatly from ancestral wisdom. Yeah, that's so awesome. I think it's nice to see that when you take a closer look, we have a lot more in common than we first thought. I agree. Oh man. What? I was just thinking about your life on Earth. You had it so easy. You don't have to go hunting for clues about your ancestors at all. There's a picture of her hanging right there on the wall of your hive. Yep, also her ashes were there too. I don't know why, but that is so funny to me. Your lives are so simple and easy. It must be really nice being a human, even though you're also weak. But maybe it's okay to be weak if that's what's normal. Yeah, it is pretty great, actually. I highly recommend being human. Solix Festers Terezi. Terezi? Finally. I was just starting to think I was the last of us alive. Have you seen Carcat? No, but I've sure as hell heard him. What does that mean? And why are you typing like this? Yes, it's very odd. It means that I'm blind now, and I guess I talk like this cause KK knocked out all my teeth and some kind of grub-fisted douche. Now he's flipping out. I'm relieved you and he are okay. I was getting so worried he wouldn't answer. Seems like he wants to talk to you. But I was hoping to talk with you a bit first. Hope you don't mind. I mean, I know he minds, but he can smooch my bloody gummy mouth right on the lisp for all I care. I mean lips. That's what I mean to say now that I can. Lips, lips, lips. Wow, it feels so great to say that word. Okay, Solix, we can talk. What is this about you being blind? I hope you don't find it infuriating that I wanted to talk to you about it first. You seemed like the right one to talk to about it. I do not mind. How did it happen? It was Aridin. Got me with his fucking science stick. It's my fault I totally underestimated him. Oh no! Honestly, I'm okay with it though. I'm fine. I mean, aside from the part about not being able to see goddamn squat. Solix, do you know about Pfeffrey? Yes. I'm sorry. Me too. But it's okay. I'm okay with that too. It's hard to explain how I'm feeling right now. I just know she's happy and okay right now. Just like Aradia is. You're sure you're okay? Yeah. I feel better than I ever have, really. There's no more noise. I never realized how noisy it was. I can finally relax and hear my own thoughts without having to yell them. Or actually just not having any thoughts. That's a nice change of pace. That's good. What kind of noise were you hearing? Voices, indiscriminate, indecipherable voices, all talking at once. Voices of the soon-to-be dead. They had been getting louder lately, and I just figured they were all ours. I tuned them out kind of like I pretty much always do. But now that they're gone, the difference is huge. I mean, wow. Maybe since they're gone, it means we won't have to die anymore? I hope you're right. So since I guess I have to learn to be blind now, do you have any tips for me? I mean tips. Tips. Wait, no, that sounds stupid. Yeah, I have plenty of tips. It may take time, though. It took me plenty of time to get used to. Also, I may not be as good a teacher as I had, since I am not a magical dragon. That's okay, I'm happy to learn from you just being you. Hooray! So where are you guys? I should come join you so we can stick together. Fuck, I don't know, I'm blind, remember? Okay, I'll ask KK. Hang on. What? Something is going on. I smell something in here. What? It smells brighter. Brighter? Trezzy, are you there? Ah, shit, no. Dave resists the urge to play his brother's Xbox. As usual, he fails to resist the urge. He starts thrashing up stunts, something uncanny brutal on his quest for— oh, god damn it. We were making a play for that nasty pack of deliriously mouth-watering Doritos, and this idiot got stuck on the pole again. Time to reset for the third time this hour. Dave resets. Someone is bothering you. Dave answers. Hello. Hey. I think it's absurd I never introduced myself to you in all that time I spent moping around the lab. This is past Dave. I guess I wasn't in a very good mood. Hi Dave, my name's Aradia. Christ, you're a fan of my websites, aren't you? What asshole gave you my chum handle? Also, what was your favorite thing I did? You liked. And what did you think was so great about it? Also, ASL? 6, a girl in a place very close to you, in fact. I could visit you right now if you would like. Oh, holy shit. Okay, you're a troll. Only trolls say they're 6. I don't know what's up with you in that dumb fake age. To be fair, it translates to the same age as you, which at the moment is 12. Is it not? Makes no sense, bye. Understanding disparities in the flow of time should be easy for people like us, let alone understanding disparities in such pedestrian things as units. I am 6 sweeps old. 1 sweep is a little more than 2 years, you dummy. Cool story. Look, it's either the truth or I'm just someone who is being a bit playful with— what is the harm in that? Okay, so 2 equals 6. Awesome joke, haha. Or wait, maybe it was just a waste of time. You people think I'm made of the stuff. I know you aren't, but I am. What? Made of time, whereas you're a knight of the very same cosmic faculty. It would seem we have very little in common, Dave. When in fact we have very much. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shut off my phone now, see ya. Yes, it's definitely what you did the first time we had this conversation, so I will wait patiently while you realize that's not what you're going to do this time. What the fuck? Dave, describe to me why you are now incredulous, please. I remember this. I remember shutting off my phone and never talking to you again, but I'm still talking. What's going on? Of course you remember that. This is a memory. No, it's a dream. I'm asleep. Or am I? What's going on here? Come to the window. Why? Because I'm outside. Bullshit. Take a look. I don't see anything out there. That is because I'm not there anymore. Turn around. Oh, sup. Looks like you're a fairy. Yeah, that's cool. These aren't my shades anymore. John gave me the new ones for my B-Day. I remember that. And I wasn't wearing this shirt. It was this one. How'd it get like that? Try to remember. I can't. Wait. I wasn't wearing this one, actually. I was wearing this suit. No, wait. It was a black one. Are you sure? Yeah, I was playing Spurb. That's right. And then I went to sleep at some point, which is why I'm asleep now. But if I'm dreaming, then why am I not awake as my dream self? Why indeed? Shit, this wasn't the suit I was wearing. It was this ugly fucking rag. Yes, I think it looks pretty nice, but go on. And I went to take a nap. Terezi said I'd reach God tier, or I guess show me why I wouldn't. Did it work? Is this part of the process somehow? No, sorry. So then, it's just a stupid, pointless dream. Not exactly. Wait, oh yeah, I woke up, and then... Welp. So then I'm dead. Yes. And this isn't a memory or dream at all. It's the afterlife. Yes and no. Yes and 2 no's. It is the afterlife. But what is happening now is taking place in a bubble which is accessible to the living through dreams under the right conditions. And it is also your memory. The entry point for any bubble is always a memory, either a memory of the dead or a memory of the living dreamer come to visit. But once you realize it is not just a memory, what happens next is up to you. Okay, what is going on over there then? Is this some disturbing ghost hallucination? Should I start slapping myself or what? No, this actually did happen. I don't remember this. This is because it isn't your memory. This is Alpha Dave, the one who chose not to take the nap, which led to your death. Fuck, lucky bastard. So I guess Resi tricked me. Did she? Didn't you ask for this? It would have been cool to know if picking one option would definitely kill me pointlessly, so yeah. But I guess I kept giving her shit about it, and I knew she was kind of crazy and morbid anyway, so whatever. Is bro dead there? Evidently. Like in reality? Like that's a thing that really happened? Also, is reality still a thing that means something? Can that be a question on the table too? Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, it can be on the table, and yes, reality still means something, and yes, your guardian did die. Well, damn it, what did I do wrong? Aside from getting my ass killed in the most dumb way possible. Nothing. All's well and as it should be. What's he doing? Alpha me. What would you be doing there if you were him? I am him. Even better. I don't know. Would you be upset? Yeah, sorta. Then maybe what you're doing is grieving in whatever way that comes naturally to you. Maybe. You're lucky to be able to. I could not for a long time. But now that I can again, I'm so relieved because I have discovered there is no reason to grieve. Okay, am I talking to someone there? It looks like it. Who? Who do you expect you would be talking to in this situation? Probably Terezi, I guess. Maybe she's helping you through this. I don't know. Would she do that? You were helping her, weren't you? Was I? I think so. The living need each other's help just like the dead do. Alpha Dave still has a long way to go. He's still not at ease with his mortality, but people like us have to be. We have to be prepared to die 1,000 deaths before our quest is complete. The master we serve demands it. So I'm just one dead Dave offered up to the time god? Pretty much. What about the other dead Daves? They come here too, in their own bubbles. You may cross paths with them if you wish. I think I'm up to my neck in Dave already, just being one. Ha, I know the feeling. Still, doesn't seem right though. Why are you even here, or like, why are you showing me this? I'm not showing you, I'm just visiting your bubble. It projects your thoughts and memories, as well as other things relevant to you. Much like the clouds do in Skya. But like, if I'm seeing this, shouldn't I be able to do something about it, or stop it from happening, or I don't know, like anything to keep helping my friends? What do I do? Nothing. None of this is your business anymore. It's time to move on. Where are we now? Oh look, this was my hive before it was destroyed. Oh, so this is the troll planet? Pretty cool. Not really what I pictured. What'd you pick her? What did you picture? Ugh. I don't know, it's more subdued. I pictured a lot more mayhem, like a bunch of trolls flying around in little grub pods constantly screaming at each other through bullhorns shaped like buckets. That's very silly and a little perverse. But actually that sounds like what it might have been like on some parts of the planet, so... Can we not go to those parts? I'll put in a good word with your bubble about it. Awesome. So what am I supposed to do now that I'm dead? What is, like, the primary activity here? Like, ghosts get their shit worked up over, like, where are the fucking haunt-offs at is what I'm asking. I don't know about haunt-offs, but there's plenty of time to satisfy various curiosities you might have about existence and whatnot. Boring. Is it? Just kidding, that sounds cool. Oh, yes. What else? There are all sorts of friends to meet, ones you already know and ones you don't. There's plenty of time for us for just about anything. Lots and lots of time. Enough time to understand that time isn't much of anything at all. It isn't. Time is like a game. Just one fun game in reality's cupboard, which is full of them. It's the one we're the best at, while other people are better at the other games. But when all the games are back in the cupboard, everyone is about the same. And games are fun, but sometimes you don't realize how much fun you were having until they're all over. And sometimes you look back and realize for some stupid reason you weren't having any fun at all. Then you laugh. I bet you mean laugh a whole lot less shitty than that. That laugh will suffice. Hey, want to see inside my hive? Yeah, sure. Well, how about later? Not that that doesn't sound cool, but I kind of just want to go home. And I guess chill for a while, as I guess it was all a bit much, if that's okay, and I guess also possible. It is quite possible and more than okay. It seems you have a hive guest, Dave. Aw, hell no. Is this who I think it is? Tavros has been looking forward to meeting you. Hey, first... Okay. I think you're fantastic at it. Which is to say, just an enviably cool guy who I admire. Let's put that compliment on the table where we can both see it. Holy shit. Looks like I found another point in time to bother you, when I guess you're more emotionally susceptible? Dude, are those sick fires you're packing there? You best not be bringing that fire into my bubble, bro. Oh, you plan on dropping that. My bubble, less you plan on dropping that shit. Oh, bro, these are without any confusion to be noted as some truly unhealthy incendiaries. They are above average need of medical attention. So in other words, just to complete the analogy, I hope you know a licensed physician. I am your general fucking practitioner, and doctor's orders are to shut up and burn down my goddamn office. I'll break your brittle ass like a graham cracker, and we'll roast Mars over the flaming debris. Have I made myself clear? Yes. And certain features of your pale anatomy may serve as the marshmallow ingredient needed for the molten snack. I will provide the fudge. Dude, gross. So, Aradia, just so we're clear, this is like a hell bubble, right? It's my eternal punishment to have shitty wrap-offs with this tool forever, is that it? Yes, you figured out the mystery. I guess I had it coming. Her flagrant lifetime spent on being unbelievably fucking incredible at rap and just about practically everything else, except not dying. You may think so, but then again, you have not faced Team Charge in a match of slam poetry, have you? Oh, yes! Just kidding, I'm no good at slam poetry. Haha, sorry. Oh. So is he dead? He looks dead. Yes, he's dead. What about you? You don't look dead. Are you dreaming? No, I'm wide awake, and I physically stand before you in person. So you're not dead. Oh no. I'm very much alive, and I intend to stay that way. John prepares to leave the castle. Okay, then I guess I'll get going. Go where? To keep looking for my dad. Are you sure you don't have any more important things to worry about? Are you saying that I'm still not supposed to find him yet? John, please, I thought you were done getting this future spoon-fed to you like this. I've told you that you will find your dad eventually. That should be good enough. Don't you think it's time to start taking your responsibility more seriously? Well, yeah, but what responsibility do you mean? We just concluded that I'm going to go fight Jack. And there's a possibility I'll fail. He could kill me easily for all I know. But it's something I have to try. And if I do fail, your plan will serve as backup. There's a lot riding on you, John. On both of us. Okay. So you're saying I should go get the tumor now instead of putting it off. I'm not telling you to do anything, just reminding you of what's at stake. Wait, I mean the tumor. The tumor. Why don't we just call it what it is? A big fucking bomb at the core of your battlefield. Yeah, which is what I was wondering about. How am I supposed to get it out? I guess go find a cave or something? Yes, you could probably go looking for a sanctioned entry point, or you could just do what winners in a hurry do. What? Cheat. Is that even possible? It's practically always possible. I won't tell you how, but I will point out you could start making better uses of your powers than facilitating noisy joyrides. Is that what Earth is like, by the way? A bunch of humans flying around in little wheeled pods constantly beefing at each other with their her familiars? No. Well, maybe some places, but most cars stay on the ground because science fiction hasn't happened yet. Anyway, I'm saying it's time to do something useful and impressive with your powers deliberately for a change. You're a god now, remember? Yes, but All I can do is make a lot of wind blow around. How's that going to help? Use your imagination. That windy thing of yours is a lot more versatile than you think. Alright, I'll try. Good. I think it's time for me to get going too. I'll prepare for battle. Oh man, I guess if there is nothing I can say to change your mind, and it's something you really have to do, then I understand, but how about this? What? Can this not be the last time we talk before you go? It would be nice to hear from you at least once before you leave to fight him. Yeah, you got it. I'll message you before I leave. In my future too. None of this message me in the past nonsense before I even know you. Of course. Okay, great. I'll hold you to that, Vriska. It'll be a certainty. That said, there's no need for any sort of farewell right now. Go do your amazing windy thing, John. Be creative. I'll talk to you later. Okay, I will. Later. John, be creative. Word. Drill. The battlefield quakes. More wine for the lady? This woman sure doesn't seem to like her wine. The gentleman has never met a woman quite so taken with the drink. Or one as enchanting and beautiful, for that matter. Oops. The fellow has stained the mademoiselle's fine garment. The gaffe is unforgivable, and the only true course of chivalry would be to liberate the damsel from the sodden cloth and launder it immediately. But the lady has no concern for the purity of her finery. She has other things on her mind altogether. The woman has never met a gentleman so strong and considerate and handsome. She cannot tell for certain if her intoxication is due to her 7th glass of wine or the contours of his proud, powerful nose and the sensual aroma wafting from his pipe. The man and the woman are at ease. They have everything because they have each other. They know that together they can make it through anything, whether trouble brings a bit of spilled wine on a chic lab coat or reduces the very castle beneath their feet to ruins. Vriska reads Mindfang's journal. On the 14th bilunar perigee of the second dim season's equinox, the orphaner poses a caliginous riddle, like no other I've ever met. I'm presuming him bothered by jealousy, and it would be sickening if it were not so marvelously amusing. But then who but royalty could have the finned cheek to show disdain for the manner in which his black lover conducts her red conquests? Less his accelerated meeker than I do homicide. Than I to homicide. And the violation would hold me aghast again if his misgivings did not complement his so endearing arsenal of quaint flaws. It is impossible to stifle this. It is impossible to stifle this grin, even now as I write. He surely understands this as my maritime overlord, a superior while through girding his veins he would concede the expanse of my plunder, makes him seem hardly worthwhile to trouble a mouth with good ink over. I know he understands. I will make what I want. I will take what I want. I expect nothing less from Dual-Scar, and truly less would offend me. Is it the crude blood of the suitors from which I have taken enjoyment recently? If his pleasure is with my blithe treatment of the social order, then he's either not spent enough time in the warm company of my indifference, or is simply very stupid. I saw the look he gave. He's so secure in knowing I can't feel what's in his mind, he forgets the traitorous ways of his own face. His little looks are words to me, interjections in our deliciously bitter repartee. First, a look as I summon a slave from the hold, with such ease between my remarks. Why, yes, Dual-Scar, they were the very slaves in your hold until but this hour. Another ship deployed carelessly, languishing in strategic vulnerability. Is this not our routine, our dance? What does this look, my dear Cosmesis? Is it shame, envy, contempt for what he knows will follow? I nod her over. She's fearful, and it makes her prettier. He scoffs without a moment or sound. I know there is a disgust feeding the shadows in his corner of my block. At least prick her in the light, he surely thinks. Determine what vulgar hue she bleeds before persisting with your abasement, Marquise. Do try to understand, Orphaner. Not knowing is the point, and if you truly understood this, your crusade against the Hamblignants would not be among our Grand High Blood's most uproarious punchlines. If only one truly needed be so high to find it amusing. And so, not knowing, I take her will, but leave enough of it to enjoy her response. Her hands are at my service, but they still shake. They unfasten the first button at my jacket's waist, clumsily. I have masked the line between my puppeteering and her violation exquisitely, and her uncertainty over her own control fuels her fear. She unfastens the second button, and between the second and third, I make a casual remark to Dual-Scar, continuing our conversation. He does not respond. I look again at the face of my slave, imagining for a moment her mind is not an unguarded port to her every dread. I imagine I cannot feel her conviction that it's not really a matter of whether she'll be put to the irons, but how hot they will be if she fails to please. Poor thing, her horns make attractive shapes and pair themselves pleasantly amidst her violent snarls of hair. Her fingers, which I have lost track of to my surprise, have come between the petticoat and my skin. The heat of her touch tells me the likely range for the color of her blood. I wouldn't have guessed it to look at her. Not with her signs stripped. Her mouth opens slightly and I squint. Ah, razor sharp. And none missing. Perfect. How disappointing it is to find quivering lips hiding dull teeth. I pause to consider. What will her fear become if I choose to show her mercy later? And even in day's kindness? Will this be the red dalliance that becomes fully flushed? Love demands my cunning just as my raids. If it is to be, she will never understand how thoroughly she was manipulated, her body, her mind, her devotion. I remember Dual-Scar again. My distraction from our banter was momentarily absolute, and I inquire into the shadows, but he is gone. Then go, my Cosmesis, fume with the indignation I give you. I can only pray it blackens our bond. I must know such exhibitions agitate him, and hence why I bother. Otherwise it would be easy to dismiss him before I partook. Let it be a gift of antagonization to you, my dear rival, on which you may brew pitch for me anew. And if it is true envy, a vermilion yearning I can't abide, then though it pains me, it will be farewell. Alas, it may be that I am too good at spurring hate, too good at least for him. I only hope he is not so foolish as to tread a path of less toward malice, for if he does... On the 16th. My suspicions have been confirmed. I'm not grinning anymore, Dual-Scar. Our orderly contention has dissolved right before my vision eightfold. It was once a handsome black, but now it sits, like a good strong tea sullied and cooled by unwelcome dairy. Thus my heart was broken twice. I was fond of the slave, therefore there was surely promise in her red investment. He had her assassinated. So I am visited by a bit of bad luck, for a change. It's not possible to evade it forever, I suppose. I will simply have to endure the misfortune of observing his base and artless measures of retaliation. He applied his own resources to increase the bounty on my head. I wonder if he intends to laugh. If he intends such a laughably ineffectual gesture as anything more than a formality, a symbol of his intent. If not, my smile, how it threatens to revisit, almost. I've broken laws, yes, but what has there been to pay for? If any act I've taken should demand a bounty, it was paid up front. I foot the bill myself with guile and supremacy. On the 20th. If only my hoard were as bottomless as his desire to disappoint me. He set on cowardice, deferring to others to settle his score. Doesn't he remember what he's confided? It would be easy to give the evidence to her imperious condescension, and he would be quickly killed for his unthinkable presumption. He's taken a great risk harboring red ambitions for an empress who will never even know his name. Not that I'll sink to his tactics, but then he feels safety in knowing this. My sources say he's en route. On the 21st, I've learned Dual Scar has reported to the Grand High Blood. All the intelligence he has on me and my fleet. It was information he'd guarded closely to protect our once mutually cherished rivalry. He couldn't let it fall into the wrong hands lest another besiege me more effectively and cause me to wax for the usurper. Not that he'd raised the mast particularly high himself. All the shortcomings I managed to overlook for the sake of a lover. I would have enjoyed witnessing the entertainment he prepared to please the High Blood. His sense of humor was dreadful. It would have been a true miracle if he survived the appointment. Funny, I always imagined a grander entry in my journal for your demise, Dual Scar, but I should have realized you would die as you lived. A joke. One more humorous little sacrifice kindly given to the subjugators, and one step closer to the release of the vast honk they prophesied. I am overjoyed to understand how now this was always your destiny. Motherfucking honk, motherfuckers. It's been nearly a week since Dual Scar's fitting end, and I'd all but forgotten the matter. It seems the subjugators were not particularly inspired by his revelations about my affairs. Sources tell me their response was to commission one of the court's neophyte legislators to conduct the investigation and bring me to justice. Neophyte Red Glare is reported to be quite talented. I find no reason to doubt this. Still, how can I be caused any unrest to learn their recourse is to send a lone, inexperienced bureaucrat to apprehend me? I cannot view this as anything other than a full concession by the High Bloods. They now only seek to maintain the appearance of pursuing me. Maybe they find my exploits amusing. I couldn't possibly disagree. Those rare moments when my superiors show wisdom come perilously close to restoring my faith in the social order. As for Red Glare, it would surprise me if I ever heard her name again. If she finds me, then I welcome her challenge, but I am so confident she will play no relevant role in my future, I won't even bother peering into my oracle to satisfy my curiosity. Triple Showdown combo. Honk. Honk. Clock. Doof. Nab. Debunk. Bzzz. Dead. Shades descend. What's that say? Ugh. Zooming in doesn't help. Cool. Good to know. Oh. Be Jack Nor. You're now Jack Nor. You've just murdered an innocent family. What'll you do? Accessorize immediately. You begin claiming trophies to celebrate your magnificent triumph over the defenseless, loving couple. The man's hat suits you perfectly. It is plain and serviceable. Yes, that looks so good. The only way it could be... that look could be... possibly be improved was if it was blacker or bloodier. Jack takes surprise from the lady. This beautiful scarf will look quite dramatic as you soar through the air, scouring the surface for new victims. It is finely crafted and the fabric is wonderfully soft. Your powerful nose detects perfume. The odor is pleasant. Wait, this pipe is great too. It makes you look dignified and thoughtful. Yes, this will be your trophy as well. Jack trophy binges. Yes, yes, yes. All of the glorious trophies will belong to you. There is no possession of the fallen so trivial that you will not make a splendid adornment. That it will not make a splendid adornment to your intimidating visage. Wait, no, this is in fact so very, very stupid. This is no way for a killer of your early profile to dress. Her rise to omnipotence has had a regrettable influence on your vanity, it seems. Have you forgotten the original grievance with frivolous attire that got you here? That's it, no more trophies. You're swearing off trophies forever. Probably. Okay, you'll keep one trophy, but only one. You can never stay mad at Cal. He's a true friend, the only one you've ever known. God, you're so bored. Jack sniffs out new prey. It used to be that when you were bored with paperwork, you would go distract yourself by sharpening one of your favorite knives, or give your most disapproving scowl through a fenestrated wall to survey the kingdom. But those were simpler times. There's only one cure for boredom befitting a demigod, and that is more senseless killing. You consult your proud long snout for assistance with the hunt. You pick up the maddening scent of one of the young graveyard duffers. You're sure it is the same one you slaughtered earlier, and yet his stench remains, confounding you from every direction. It's as if the breeze which carries it deliberately seeks to obfuscate the odor's origin. Your thoughts become more murderous with each blustery taunt. Jack succumbs to unfathomable bloodlust. You're consumed by murderous thoughts, and you prepare to embark on a killing spree to end all. Oh, for fuck's sake, you start thinking about dog things again. Why do bones have to be so delicious and enticing? Jack suppresses thoughts of unfathomable sausages. I'm tripping over my damn tongue. You successfully suppress all thoughts of delicious little wrapped wieners and infuriating things like mail and its agents of delivery. But in the process you awaken your deepest and darkest feelings of all. Feelings of loyalty? How completely despicable. But no, that is not quite all there is. Could it also be love? It must be. That is the only emotion that could possibly make you feel so utterly disgusted with yourself. And it is surely why you couldn't go through with it. You could not do it. You could not kill the girl. Jack confronts Dee Dee. He gets a draconian dignitary on the line. He asks you what the hell you've been up to. You say it doesn't matter. You have a point of serious business to discuss with him. He makes sure you're remembering to keep the destructive impulses to a minimum. No more planet exploding or anything like that. You say, yeah. He says, no point in securing your power when there's nothing left to rule. You say, God, it's not that point. Lousy, stupid dignitary. All keeping your murderous tendencies in check. He's the most terrible guy. You almost kind of despise completely. Dee Dee listens to SS. You attempt to humor the Sovereign Slayer's demands diplomatically. There's a narrow line to walk between obeying the orders of a clear superior and blindly facilitating a perfectly useless genocide. It takes a very savvy breed of nutjob to pull it off. The Slayer is yapping about some girl, probably one of the young players who can no longer provide any serious threat to your rule. But he wants you to go kill her anyway. You ask why he doesn't kill her himself. He says it's complicated. This guy, you swear. You tell him you're busy with things that actually matter, like running the kingdom on his behalf and all, levying taxes, oppressing consorts, all that. All the unpleasant chores he would never dirty his snout with. He says this is more important than any of that stuff. You say fine, just send the droll after her. There's a moment of radio silence. He says, you mean the courtyard droll? He wants to be sure this is the same droll you're talking about. You say, yeah, what's the problem? He says, you mean the very same droll who couldn't manage the one simple task assigned to him to steal the White Queen's ring from the very same adoring, wonderful girl and master and friend in question? Wait. He says he just means girl. Just girl. You didn't hear any of that. You don't say anything. He says, fine, you win. Sick the stupid droll on her. What does he care? Dee Dee contacts CD. You hit up the droll. The Slayer was right. This guy is clearly incompetent. Still, the only objective here is to get him to stop breathing down your neck with this awful dog breath. Looks like the droll's on the battlefield. He says he's still looking for the Queen's ring. He says he made a new friend to help him with his search. But it's terribly breezy on this planet, and his new friend keeps blowing around, making the search more difficult. He says thank goodness he's not wearing one of his finer hats. It would be just dreadful trying to keep it on his head in such weather. You say you don't care about any of that stuff and tell him to shut up. CD listens to DD. The dignitary is one of your superiors who makes you nervous. The list of superiors who make you nervous is, in fact, includes all of your superiors. It includes many of your inferiors as well. He tells you to forget the ring. You failed your mission, and you are never going to find it. There's a new mission. You say, oh? He says, yeah. And let go of the goddamn rabbit. You say, okay, but don't actually let go. You say you'll be happy to get in the new mission very soon, but first there is a pretty blue tornado ahead that you are meaning to investigate. Perhaps other locals it has attracted will know something about the ring. He says, for the love of God, will you forget about the tornado and the ring? You don't say anything and look longingly at the tornado again. He says, fine. If you really must examine a meaningless and extraordinarily dangerous exhibit of meteorological phenomena, then go ahead, but be ready to embark on the mission not a moment later. You say all right, and wonder what you should do to prepare. He asks if you have a good winter hat. You nearly drop the radio in excitement. Jack waits. There. Now that the wheels are in motion, you guess you can put your mind at ease for a while. You find nothing quite so troubling as the intrusion of a positive emotion. You're momentarily afforded the peace of mind to resume a dull, quiet life of semi-restrained murder. Maybe you'll wait here and see if the boy shows up. It's reasonable to assume he'll seek these adults. Certainly easier to let him come to you than to follow an untraceable scent. Or maybe you'll take a look inside this castle. Perhaps there are survivors here fit for the offing. You guess that could serve some amusement. You wonder if it'll always be like this. What sort of future does a new god have to look forward to? Will this malaise follow you for eternity? Will you be perpetually tempted to destroy everything you see, knowing that in just a few moments of recklessness you'll be left with nothing else to destroy forever? What will eternity feel like when a single moment of boredom feels like an eternity unto itself? You wish you could consult the clouds for answers, but they never show you anything. The reckoning can't wipe this place out soon enough. Be future Jack Nor. You're now future Jack Nor. Presently, you're trapped in a single moment, which increasingly feels like an eternity. Your boredom is surpassed only by your all-consuming rage and contempt for existence itself. Hours ago, you entered an unfamiliar session. You killed 1,000 robotic assailants. You destroyed 12 planets with ease, methodically and cyclically, like a single stained hand of a defective clock smearing each number it passes. You reduced Prospit Anders to dust and herded a whole bunch of alien kids in yellow and purple pajamas. Your warpath of absolute devastation had only begun to be blazed. There were still miles and bloody miles to send forth, but when the dust of Durst settled, this infuriating fairy appeared out of thin air and froze you in time. But she can't keep you like this forever, and when she finally lets go, you will be ready. What will you do? Aside from nothing, that is. Jack waits. He attempts to be patient. He fails miserably. Be Aradia. You are now the Maid of Time, recently resurrected from the crypt of Durst. Your name is Aradia Medigo, and for the first time in your life you feel truly alive. You just incapacitated Jack Nor with a spell, but a demon so powerful requires your full concentration to subdue. He'll break free any moment. You may release him and die now, or you may continue to hold him and die later. What will you do, aside from die, that is? Aradia releases him. You're done with dying. Soon friends will arrive. They'll need your help. Whose memory is this? It appears to be yours. At least that's how it begins. Aradia enters the bubble. Wait a minute. This is not specifically your memory. It's hers. Aradia reports a discovery. Solix! Hey, what's up? You'll never guess what I just found out. Won't I? I doubt it. Was it Matching Ruins site? Yes, how'd you know? I don't know, just a weird feeling. I feel like we had this conversation before and that's what it was about. Yeah, me too. What do you think it means? Probably nothing. But now not only does it feel like we had the conversation before, but it's going differently this time. So it's extra weird. Maybe your voices are involved? I don't know, maybe. Maybe yours are too? I don't hear a goddamn thing, do you? Wait, yes, she's very quiet though. I can't tell what she's saying. Oh well, why don't we pretend there is no spooky paranormal phenomena going on just once and talk about what you wanted to talk about. Good idea. Okay, do you remember what we talked about regarding Kanaya's ruins? Sorta. I asked for your help in understanding the glyphs, I guess. Are you just being difficult, or do you really not remember? I guess I don't mind. I don't find the whole mystery of the ruins thing as exciting as you, okay? Well, obviously, but I really appreciate your help anyways. Sure. How can I help then? Well, you said you'd need another set of glyphs to make sense of them. You speculated that there might be another set of ruins. You even guessed they would be blue. It turns out you were right. Don't you think that's pretty cool? Oh yeah, I am awesome about that for sure, but I can't shake the feeling these ruins are going to be nothing but trouble for us. But you say that about everything. That's because it's fucking true about everything. No, it's not. I did find some other neat things down here too, which are strange but quite harmless and not foreboding in the least. Like what? Like this amazing hat. It has it is an authentic archaeologist's hat. It's so hard to find them in this style. There are no hornholes, but I love it. Anyway, it's great. Pretty sweet. Hey, did you also find some bits and pieces of your bizarre robot doppelganger? I wasn't gonna tell you about that. Damn it, how'd you know? I don't know, I just remembered some more shit about this discovery. God, sorry. This is stupid. Yeah, well, I guess this is the kind of shit you have to deal with when two psychics talk to each other about stuff. Maybe. Why don't we pick this up again and later when we're not feeling so weird? Well, okay. Ahem, sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to give you both a chance to remember, but it doesn't look like this is going anywhere. What the fuck? Wow, what? Is it coming back yet? Is what coming back yet? Who are you? Whoa, hold on. Why am I talking like you suddenly? This is a memory, in a dream bubble. That's right. Oh. That doesn't really answer my question, okay. You changed your voice because you remembered like I did. Remembered what? That I died. This is my memory and also hers. But I went on to become the robot whose remains are in the crater, whereas she did not. I don't actually know her story or how she got here, but for me this was the end of the road. This is the afterlife. Well, shit. So then I guess I am dead too? Nope. You're just asleep. You're also blind. Holy shit, I can't see. Yeah, that's what being blind means. Wow, awesome. Way to be awesomely sympathetic to my terrible new problem. Solix, will you shut up and stop being so tragic for once? You know who this was going to happen. Your prophecies of personal doom were practically all you ever talked about. I think you were looking forward to this, honestly. She's right. I can't believe this. It's almost as if I'm getting double-teamed. Damn. That didn't feel right at all. I think I might have to retire the whole bifurcation gimmick, puns and all. Actually, this is kind of a relief. Maybe you're right. I'm feeling better about this already. Great. You should be able to relax now that you've been released from the curse of your vision twofold, just like you said you'd be. You are now merely doomed. Oh, that's awesome? Being doomed isn't that bad. I spent most of my life that way, remember? At least you have the luxury of understanding that the best part about being doomed is you only have to put up with it until you die. That's the spirit. Actually, I guess I don't have to keep talking like I'm doomed anymore, do I? Nope. This is so weird. What am I even listening to here? Fuck, I can't believe I just made that face. God damn it. Oh yeah, also, why the fuck are my teeth missing? I don't know. Okay, well, great. Glad we got to the fucking bottom of that mystery. Mystery. Man, I can't even lisp anymore if I try. Please don't laugh. I can tell you're both enjoying this. I can smell it using my new blind guy nose powers. Really? No, not literally. I was joking. I mean, not yet. Maybe I'll ask her Ezzy about it when I wake up, though. Hey, what was that noise? What noise? I think someone else is here. Oh, it's Jade. Jade, what the fuck? Who's Jade? She's one of the humans we met after you died. Okay, I guess I'm out of the loop on chronology for once. That's fine, you'll catch up. Hey guys, I hope I'm not interrupting. Well, yeah, you kind of were. Sort of a close reunion of close departed friends going on here. But no big deal, I guess. Oh no, I can leave. No, don't. Solix, try to be polite. There's no reason at all for you to feel hostile towards them anymore. Jade is very nice and she did nothing wrong. None of them did, so when you wake up, maybe you should try to reconcile with them. Or at the very least, just say hello. Did you? Did I what? Be nice to them or whatever before you exploded? Well, no. But I should have. I did with you before I left, didn't I? I guess so. This is awkward. Shush you. What actually happened after I died? It sounds complicated. It is. Ha. I'll get you up to speed, I promise, but guys, come on, let's scare away our guest. Okay, then I'll shut up. I think one Aradia saying things is more than enough, probably. You can say that again. But I mean, don't say it again, literally, because that's kind of the whole point, and would completely contradict— Oh my god, shut up! It's okay, I can take another nap later when you guys aren't busy. No, Jade, it's okay, please stay, I'm curious about why you're here. Well, I've been enjoying these little naps more and more lately. Each time I go to sleep, I meet more new people and learn so much. But I still can't get Carcat to take a nap. Boy, talk a guy who's anti-nap. Yeah, what a douche. Seriously. He's the douchiest of crabby crabs who ever douched a big douchey crab. Lol. But yeah, it's been fun. I should really thank Pfeffery again for heading it up so we could meet like this. Wait, Pfeffery's here? Yep. Oh god, why didn't that occur to me? Where is she? Probably in another bubble, but you'll find her. Maybe during your next nap. Oh shit, why can't I just go love around out here in the ring and find her now? I mean, aside from the fact that I'm blind and completely useless, navigating between bubbles is difficult here. It's better to drift between them naturally as they intersect, not spatially, but through common points in memory. To navigate the furthest ring, you need to have mastered the flow of time, which is why I'm here. I'm alive again, so I may assist the dead in this way. Huh. Jade, tell me. Have you seen me here before? I mean, me dressed like I am now wearing my godhood. Oh. I see. That's a pun. Yeah, you were really nice and helpful. Wait, what? You're wearing a godhood? Why didn't you tell me that? What gives? Or that you came back to life. I'm wearing a hood and have butterfly wings. What else would you like to know? Man, being blind is dumb. Can I, like, grope you or something to get up to date on your appearance? Would that be weird? Yes, Solix, that would probably be pretty weird. I think your outfit looks cute. I love your wings, too. Thank you. Your outfit is quite spiffy, too. I like that skirt a lot, especially. Is that a skirt? I'm not sure. It is hard to say. I am not sure. Rolling my eyes is what I would be doing if that were possible. Shh. Come back, you were making a point. Come on, you were making a point. Yes, okay. You see, those encounters you had with me before have not yet happened for me, because I've only just arrived. Time follows strange paths here, as does space. If you travel a great enough distance, you may discover you are also traveling either backwards or forwards in time as well. Just as if you stay in one place for too long, the geometry of space surrounding you will become unreliable. You may swat the air to your left and discover you've just slapped yourself. The only way to make sense of it is to understand either property very well. And so I am new here and have some learning to do, just like everyone else. But I do know one thing. What? I knew that the first bubble I would enter would be an important one for us to visit. What's so important about it? Hang on, we're moving through onto a new memory. Hold that thought. It is important because it will help us begin to understand why we're all here. What do you mean, why we're all here? You mean in the afterlife? That's easy. Because she's asleep, she's dead, you're alive, I'm blind. Couldn't be simpler. No, not why we're here in this bubble now, but why we all exist in the first place, why we went on this adventure together. Oh, that. There's much to understand, and I believe it all begins with one sequence of events. Watching will help those who've passed to understand the purpose of their sacrifice, and those still living to understand what must be done to complete the journey still ahead. We'll let the memories lead the way. Are you guys ready? I am ready. Okay, let's allow the next memory to take shape. I believe it is Kanaya's. I'll reprise my role in a conversation I had with her shortly after I discovered the ruins. Everybody hide and try not to spoil it for her until she remembers. Hey Kanaya, there is something I want to give you. Oh really? Yes, it's something very odd I found when I discovered the ruins the other night. I don't know what its archaeological significance is yet, but I suspect you'll be able to repair it. This is a dream, isn't it? Wow. Wow. You figured that out very fast. It seemed obvious. Either I'm sleeping or dead, which is it? Oh, I'm sure you're alive. You're unconscious now and will likely wake up as your new self very soon. My new self? Yes, you're undergoing a metamorphosis which you've been groomed for since you were very young. Much like I was for my various personal iterations, including this one. You mean being a ghost, and then a frog, and then a robot, and then a fairy? Yes. But it sure sounds silly when you list them all like that. Kind of. What do you mean we've been groomed? Well, that is what we're about to find out, if you'll oblige us by continuing with this memory. Okay, what do I do? Why don't we go through this conversation again to the best of our recollection? But I guess rather than acting it out, we can just talk about it, the old-fashioned way. Man, what were we attempting? Was what we were attempting before not old-fashioned? I have no idea. It seems to me the nature of the afterlife is probably very old-fashioned, maybe even the most old-fashioned a thing can get. Yeah, you know what I mean, though. Yes, then. This was when you were about to give me that unusual gift from the ruins. Yes. I then had Solix deliver the pieces to you so you could stitch it back up. Solix, that is your cue. Come out and play the part. So we don't have to hide anymore? No, of course not. Obviously the jig is up and everyone can come out now. Yay! So okay, so I'm supposed to act out what I did before, when I brought her these shitty doll parts. Is that what's going on here? Yeah, I'm still not sure are we supposed to be role-playing? No, guys, come on, this isn't that complicated. We're just revisiting the past, just like we would if we were talking about it. But it just so happens we can watch it happen as we talk about it. And as a matter of fact, this story does involve a role-playing game, but not in that kind of way. This is kind of stupid. You're stupid, and you sound stupid. Holy Sith, I sound stupid. Why the fuck's it's I bouse soul of all these suddenly. I don't know. But you may be waking up soon. Oh, okay, Grace. So I will miss the rest of the cool story, okay? Maybe not if we hurry this along. Wait, before we go. Hi, Kanaya, it's nice to meet you. Hi, Jade. What is that thing you're wearing? You don't like it? No, I didn't mean to sound disapproving, but I do think more colorful apparel suits you better. Yes, I did. Yes, I know, you told me. I did. Yes, but you probably haven't yet. Not from your perspective. I could not help but overhear you're asleep now. You told me all about what happened after you woke up. After what? About what? About how you turned into a vampire? What's a vampire? This is ridiculous. Solix is right. I mean Solix. Can I tell us what happens next? There isn't much to say. I repaired the doll and made him a nice outfit. With a far more becoming palette and fit than the absurd tatters he was found in. I thought at least. Yes. Should there be anything else to this story? Not really. Isn't that Dave's prophet? Yes. Oh, Sith. I guess I'm out here. Bye, Solix. See you later, everybody. Bye. Anyway, this is all I can remember. I quickly began to find the doll unnerving, so I put him away. To my knowledge, he's remained secure in my block ever since. Is he relevant in some way? Guys, why do you have Dave's puppet? What is going on here? Yes, Aradia seems to have some foreknowledge of this narrative, so maybe you can tell us why any of this is important. This is only a piece of the story. The other pieces will fall into place with the successive memories, and it will all become clear. But yes, alright, I will eliminate some suspense and try to serve as a better guide on this tour through the catacombs of our collective subconscious. The separate tunnels we once traveled in, the dark as individuals we now retrace together with a torch. On the walls we illuminate the runes which describe a convoluted origin story, an origin we participated in. We were spurred to these actions by that which was being originated, and incited attacks of revenge as we were turning against each other. I don't remember this. I mean, I remember getting jumped off the cliff by my legs, but not the thing I'm doing now. No, our manipulator disguised his tracks well. Do I have to lie on the floor like this? Is it important? No, Tavros, you can get up. Also, can we, or at least I, be not in this memory because it's one that's not as great as most. We will leave it soon. But you were doing something very important here. What was I doing? Writing a part of the code. An incomplete fragment consisting of 4 symbols, comprising the first word of a binary refrain. A pair of sounds emerging from the belly of a fabled tyrant's menace, but you authored only one sound of the pair. I would write the other. See. In the soot of my ruined hive, I scrawled my part of the code, completing the phrase of legend, the persisting sound said to accompany the ultimate rise of the tyrant less an arm and an eye. But even these 8 characters, the scrawlings of charge, were still but half the code. There was another half, by Scourge in 2 parts. One part 3 symbols, and the other 5. Why the scale was tipped in this way between sisters, I cannot say. Each fragment would be transcribed in our rulebooks, sealing the collaboration between Rust Bloods and Blue Bloods, completing the code for our session's architect. Not exactly. There was another fragment. Oh? Yes. An additional 8 symbols, from a wildcard source, I suppose. And it came from a timeline not meant to happen. The one I came from to ensure it wouldn't, thus sealing my fate. I believe the fragment was gibberish from Lunatic. After completing his rampage through our session, since it was not part of the scripted chronology, I was oblivious until it was too late to stop it. Not that it would matter if the timeline had already gone astray. I pieced together what had happened by sleuthing the various scenes. And decoded the text which the code was recorded in. I decided to return to the Alpha timeline, with the text, as evidence for his madness, I guess. In the Alpha timeline, this text was destroyed in an explosion caused by a computer virus. This explosion did not take place on my timeline. I identified this event as the difference prompting the offshoot, and returned to our planet via the Reckoning, just as I did at the end of my life. Though that time deliberately, to influence events quietly to make sure it happened, and later joined the rest of our doomed selves to help defeat the king, and others surely had similar responsibilities along the way. As for the book, I lost track of it shortly after I arrived. Yes, we all lost track of our books. They were gathered surreptitiously by agents assigned to the task. And in the veil, their codes were merged with the ghost imprints of other mysterious artifacts. Our first guardian was brought to life on the seed to pass through Skya's final gate of defense. The first to find Alternia. Be Scratch. You once again try to be Doc Scratch and fail spectacularly. You can't be him no matter how hard you try. It is impossible. In fact, I think it would be for the best if I commandeered this narrative completely for a while. I trust you won't actually mind if I speak in white. It's not actually negotiable, but as a courtesy I will enclose my words between a pair of visually audible brackets. I am doing this because I can. I'm also doing this because I'm expecting a guest to arrive shortly. This should enable me to show the man the sort of hospitality he deserves while doing the same for you. My apartment doesn't have a doorbell. Why would an omniscient fellow need to be alerted to the presence of a visitor? I know he'll be right on time, which is to say, early. And if I did have a doorbell, you would have just witnessed it ring. He's already here. My door is not fitted with a peephole either. Those without eyes or without limits to their knowledge have no need for peeping. And I am without either. I have never once peeped at or through something, and I doubt I ever will. Apertures built into physical surfaces to reveal what's hidden behind them are for those with particular handicaps. They are for those lacking the advanced vision to render the opaque permeable to light, or those lacking advanced knowledge to render the concealed information irrelevant, or both. They are for people I call suckers. I know the identity of anyone who stands behind this door, even in those cases where I have not extended an invitation to the visitor. Personally, pardon me while I let Jack inside. Did you not believe it would be Jack? Who else would it be? Someone who would have suspected anyone else as a person I would also describe as a sucker. Haha, hee hee, hoo hoo. Hello, Sook. Won't you please ent? Oh, for heaven's sake. Jack, stop it. Jack? Slick? Which would you prefer I call you? It's one of those strange points of uncertainty which surrounds you. Maybe it is that you don't particularly care. Your flair is for the plain and serviceable, isn't it? Not much of your vanity is tied up in the name, I guess. Not going to tell me? Fine. I won't tell you my name either. Well, I might, if you would just show some manners and stop hitting me with that ridiculous horse hitcher. I won't crack no matter how senseless the drubbing. If only it were that simple. You're not going to stop, are you? It'll be very difficult to discuss our points of mutual interest like this. I was prepared to go about it in a civilized way, even though I knew very well I would spend the first several minutes of our meeting sitting on the floor while being flogged. I've even prepared a bowl of candy for you, which I know you will enjoy. Courtesy is important, Jack. Do you have anything at all to say? Any form of communication you dare attempt beyond the sound iron makes against my head? Repeated he. No, of course not. What's that? I see. You think you already know my name. You do not know my real name, Jack. just as none of your adversaries on this planet know yours. You only know my nickname. It's a good nickname, too, befitting of a passive gunslinger who charged with initiating the break. I am my master's weapon, his soldier in a war of one bullet fired. But when that bullet clears the barrel, it won't be my finger on the trigger. I'm a facilitator, not an assassin. Here. Jack, why don't you go help yourself to some candy over there on the table? There's something I need to take care of before we continue. It won't be long. Yes, good. Placate yourself with the Scotty dog slick. My supply is bottomless. I'm an excellent host. When I'm finished with this minor interruption, we will resume our gentlemanly negotiation. I'll proceed to beat you severely until you agree to do what I ask. I trust you won't take it personally. Now please excuse me, I have to talk to a teenage girl from another universe. Be teenage girl from another universe. You cannot be a teenage girl from another universe because you're too busy being a teenage girl from this universe. You are busy being Rose Lalonde, completely preoccupied with it, in fact. So preoccupied you've been neglecting messages from some friends who are trying to contact you, but you have a lot of important stuff to do. You'll get back to them later. Rose pesters the informant. It's quite warm here on Lowhack. I think I've been patient enough. When will I receive further instruction? Now. So, I could have contacted you at any time? No, only now. I came away with the impression from our last conversation that our next would take place on your invitation. I was being polite by waiting. Your inevitable impatience causes you to contact me again. Inevitability is my invitation. That's pretty smug. I am right to be smug. I am omniscient, incredibly powerful, and very charming. Well, 2 out of 3 isn't bad. Can you use your limited intelligence to figure out which ones I mean? That was clever. If I plead ignorance to the fact that you're denying my charisma, it invalidates my claim of omniscience. But I must adhere to my all-knowing status. It forces me to validate the unfortunate reality that you are feigning the opinion that my demeanor is unpalatable. Not that it matters, because I have all 3 qualities and you know it. This is stupid. Could we get to the point? Yes, as I was about to say, we should hurry this along. My visitor is beginning to set things on fire. You have a visitor? Who? Some guy. I was joking anyways. I'm not in a hurry at all. You tell jokes? Yes. Ha ha. So your visitor isn't setting on anything on fire then? Oh, he most definitely is. Hee hee. I'm not really getting this joke. I was joking about being in a hurry. From my perspective, this conversation is taking place in less than 1 second. I type very quickly. Hoo hoo. I thought you didn't lie. Aren't jokes essentially humorous lies? At least those like the one you just attempted? Jokes are only temporary lies. If the falsehood is never exposed, there is no punchline. If the punchline is never delivered, the lie is sealed forever, regardless of the initial humorous intent. Lies are not funny. I think if you're going to risk tarnishing your record of honesty, you should probably get better material. My joke was objectively funny. Who would know better than I? Okay. So you're saying an inaccurate statement doesn't count as a lie so long as you say just kidding later. Basically. What if it's much later? Is it still just a joke? Now that would be something closer to a prank. I don't play pranks very often. Are you allowed to lie about playing pranks? If I asked you if you were playing a prank on me, would you tell the truth? I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I choose never to lie. I also choose to tell jokes now and then, and to play pranks quite sparingly. But I can say that I never played a prank on you, and no statement I have made to you thus far, or will make in this conversation, will contain any trace of falsehood for the sake of setting up a joke or prank, with the exception of the joke I just made, and another one I will make very soon. I'm starting to change my mind. Oh? Yes, I think your joke was funny in retrospect. Actually, your whole shtick is pretty good. I'm warming up to it. I knew it. Just to be clear, was the insurance you just made a prank or a joke? It was neither. It was the truth. What's that? Yes, the truth? Okay. Were you serious about wanting to die? Yes? Why? I'll tell you later. Why? Because you asked. But why not now? Because that piece of information would not fit elegantly into the sequence of our exchange at this moment. Then you know how this entire conversation will go? Yes. Is that true of all conversations you have? Yes, until briefly. I don't. But the dark spots never last long. The truth disguises itself from me sometimes, which can be mildly frustrating, but it usually reveals itself quickly, much as if a punchline was delivered. It's a humorous dialogue I have with reality, and it's very amusing. Then why do you bother with the conversations? Obligation to predestination as usual? There is no obligation, it's a pleasure. It is? I've always had a soft spot for young ladies. That's a little creepy. It's not. Yes, it is. It's not. It kind of is. I've looked into the future and determined that we would continue in this manner, potentially for some time, so I'm putting an end to it here. That doesn't make sense. Was that the other joke? Yes. Good one. Thank you. How young are the ladies you typically shake a shining to, and does this mean you're attracted to me? Suddenly this conversation is kind of terrible. Of course I'm not in the way you mean. And anyway, you're not applying standards of conduct frowned upon. You are applying standards of conduct frowned upon by your kind, which make no sense to apply to me. I'm an immortal entity with a large cue ball for a head and no biological means of reproduction. Really? Also, if you were millions of years old, you would find that nearly every lady you encounter is quite young, relatively speaking. There should be no reason for you to feel uncomfortable with this interaction. Try to think of me as one of your kindly human uncle figures. In fact, if I were in your presence now, I would offer you candy to prove it. Oh my god. What? Can we talk about the scratch instead of this? Yes. You're situated near the game construct supplied by your session for causing the scratch, yes? Are you actually asking? No. That was a fact, and then a question mark. Ah, well yes I am. It's a large plateau shaped like a record. It's called the Beat Mesa. I know. Is the game construct different in other sessions? Yes. It will always be an edifice of similarly cryptic design located on the planet that is home to the hero of time. Its environment dictates the nature of its construction. Its power is dangerous, and is meant to be utilized only in emergencies such as yours. You mean in sessions where victory is no longer possible? Yes. Due to creating an unstoppable adversary who triggers a reckoning prematurely, is that sort of emergency common? No, failure is common, but the composition of yours is quite atypical. Okay. Then it's like a panic button for the players to push once they realize the cause is lost. Yes, but causing the scratch is not an easy task either. The construct must be destroyed in a way very specific to release its energy. The keeper of my ectobiological father began the process. It must be finished. Who? The guardian of the night of time. Dave's bro? Yes. How do I finish it? You don't. Not you personally, another will. You have something more important to attend to. Oh right, the green. Wait, the green sun. Yes. I planned to take care of that later once John had retrieved the tumor, or whatever. Your plan will have to change. You aren't ready to cause the scratch yet. Like I said, it's difficult. What will the one who does it have to do? I should let them know. You'll have to scratch the surface of the plateau against its full diameter. I see. This terminology can be very literal sometimes. You'll require a certain needle to create a breach in the surface that will be adequate. I have needles. Your needles won't suffice. Then where will I get ones that will? Again, you won't. This task is out of your hands. The needles must be acquired from the denizen of the Witch of Space. Her quills are very large and potent. They will be able to cause the scratch. This really seems more elaborate than you lead me to believe. I didn't lead you to believe anything. I told you to find the construct and await advisement from the scratch. The plans you were making were based on your assumptions and fabrications from your imagination. You were writing more stories much like those about your false magical men. I wish what I'd written in private journals could be confined to your dark spots. I don't. I find your stories entertaining. You're being creepy again. No, I'm not. Besides, the White King agrees with me. What? For your seer, your vision of events surrounding you is rather limited. It's charming. Please stop complimenting me. No. Okay, I'm really out of breath tonight. I'm gonna stop here for now. Yeah. There'll be another tomorrow and the night after that.